Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Welcome to episode 3 of campaign 2 of the Roll Initiative. We'll hop right in here. Last we left off, everybody had taken part in a combat against Luther and his cult. In the midst of this, the relic they were using, the heart of soul and space, of time and space, was imploded and exploded, leaving shattered fractures all throughout the lands. And in returning back to the Fey Queens, Dahlia seemed to have a turn of face and basically threatened all of you to make sure that this gets done, gets finished. You have to get rid of every version of Luther Kane that's out there. So, in starting, you move down to right outside Ashmere City, chosen mostly because of Ebenezer's family being here. So you now stand here in front of this giant fractured wall, standing side by side, ready for adventure. What do you all do?
How do we enter this thing again?
As long as you have a ring on. Oh, is that in character? Sorry.
No.
Oh, as long as you have a ring on that was given to you by Dahlia, you can walk through.
Okay.
Real quick before we do anything, I have a question.
Mhm.
How much regular old material plane time has passed since we got zapped to the Fey realm time? Because time moves weird in the Fey realm, right?
Yes.
And that's where we rested.
Would we
so I'm
have
not sure.
any way to know that?
So you wouldn't, unless, I mean, maybe if you have some research on it, if you'd like to roll for that, you're welcome to.
I checked Fey magics before, and I believe that was something you mentioned to me when I checked it when we first got transported. So
Okay. If I did, then cool. I'll honor that by all means.
I believe that's where I remembered that from.
Okay, I'm trying to do the math in my head because if they feel it slower and
Time move faster.
IRL time would be faster, I think.
it would, I suppose. So probably would have been like maybe a day because you were there overnight. I'm just gonna call it a day because I'll think about the physics of this later, and we'll make rules. But for now, just a day.
I apologize for asking a really, really specific question that has to do with the passage of space time.
23 hours and 58 minutes.
Is it safe to say that me and Vesper have probably blown through the meeting we were supposed to go to?
Oh,
yes, that is
cool. I figured that was the case. I just wanted to verify.
So, before we walk through here, what the hell is actually going on right now? And Ebenezer is gonna look to Ren specifically.
Kaelinor scoffs very loud.
Because I'm a
Ren's headset died, and Ren just put his magical fucking headset back on, plugged in. Could you repeat whatever the fuck you just said?
That is beautiful.
What the actual hell is going on right now? And Ebenezer's just gonna turn to look at Ren specifically.
You want to know what's going on?
I mean, like,
and let's clarify. You just repeated that question to the guy that just put his headset back on with no context.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
This, to be blunt here, the Feywilds is a very unknown realm to me. I never took time to study it or So this past couple of hours that we've been going at this, I mean, it's just been a hell of a ride. And I guess, I mean, like, you two seem to have relations with them. So I didn't know if you could explain anything further.
Kinfath will lean over to Ebenezer and go, I did not know that they were involved romantically. Thank you for clarifying that, my friend.
You're welcome.
Lean back.
I'll be honest, I don't know that I got much more context from that. I'm still a little lost as a player.
That you got everything. He just asked you a question, like, from, hey, we just got launched through a lot very quickly. What the hell is happening?
And then Ebenezer is pointing his direction to you and Parker because you two seem to have a relationship with the Fae Queens. So
We teleported the same way we have before.
Quite
You
in
two-
particular, what are you confused about? What about what's happening right now are you not understanding?
like, I don't know, just like what are I guess I could rephrase my question better. Like, what are the Feywilds? Why is the Feywilds? Why is anything happening right now?
Very different than what's happening.
I guess.
I was like, we opened with a back anyway. I don't know. It's all I've ever known. In fact, this is more foreign to me than the Feywilds. So I'm still figuring out the differences.
Time.
Are we going to continue with what we came here to do?
Vesper falls through the walls.
Hey, walk behind him. I'm gonna also put mage armor on myself as I do.
Smart move.
Well,
Does everybody else join in, or is there any other conversation that needs to happen out here?
I will cautiously put my hand in first. Does it disappear?
Yeah, it's seemingly if you've seen Loki, how their time doors
Sick.
look like a solid thing, but they pass through it. That's kind of how it interacts.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand in, see that it disappears, freak out, pull it back, make sure that it's real, and then I'll like shoulder charge through.
Okay. As you do, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Just him?
Just him,
Okay.
because he charged through.
Indeed, I did. I was wondering. I got a 21.
Amazing. So you charge through, and as you do, you narrowly miss just a vendor with a cart, just pushing along like his wares. It could be just like
Cabbages.
I don't know, like yeah, sure.
My cabbages.
That you just narrowly avoid, and you just see some guy, and he's wearing white and blue stripes. And he just gives you, shoots daggers at you, and then like keeps walking.
I'll walk through the portal, but only after putting like a single hand on Ebenezer's shoulder and just saying, "We have to work on your explaining things."
Okay, in fairness, out of character, he had only said one sentence before you came back, and it was the same sentence he repeated. So that's
Which was, "What's happening?"
yeah.
It was a confusing question.
It was.
I'm surprised I'm the only one asking it, but whatever.
Did you not
Nope.
listen
Look,
to what we were told?
The show must go on. Advance
in
the
fairness,
plot.
Like probably Maeve and Kinfath should be like, "What the hell is happening here?"
I'm not metagaming either as Ebenezer. Like, Ebenezer doesn't know what's going on. Like,
it was
I
pretty
can insert.
explicitly described to us what is happening.
The big scary.
Yeah, it like. still like to have somebody like give you a very brief rundown and then be like, "Hey, my whole life was just turned upside down, and we're on an adventure now." That's probably something you should question.
I'm here. Let's do
Well,
it in
then
character. I'm here for it.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I could have probably.
enter the battlefield tapped.
Yeah.
I probably could have phrased it better, but I don't know. I thought it was a valid response.
Stay
to
true to
everything
your
that's happened
character.
in the past 12 hours.
Yeah, absolutely stay true to the character. I love it. Okay.
Ebenezer's gonna be the last in, and he's just gonna like look up at the sky and give it a heavy sigh, and then walk through the wall.
Ours?
Okay, so this is assuming then Kinfeth and Maeve and Morgan, you all go through as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You all step through, and everybody just actually in character. Would you have visited? Well, not in character responding to me, but do you think your character would have visited Ashmere before? Just like as a show of hands or
Absolutely.
something.
I was born there.
Definitely for Darian.
Oh, you
Would
too?
Vesper have visited?
Darian.
Not quite
You said
Darian.
Darian.
Well,
It's the capital city of
Yeah.
Wynn.
Yeah, I would have came through here on my way to Bogseth for the first time. For sure.
I live in it.
My hand
Born
is down.
there.
My hand is also down.
Yeah, I figured you two probably would not have visited.
Welcome to my domain, Fey boys.
You can't say
Maeve or
that.
Kinfeth, have you guys visited?
I don't think I would have ventured to any major cities because of the stigma around bugbears.
Okay.
Not yet.
I heard they were murderous.
And rabid. Okay. So,
And rabbit, yeah.
Ebenezer, Vesper, and Kaelinor have all been here before. That's right. Okay. So as you all step through, and you notice, first of all, things look like they look dirtier in general. It seems like time has not been great to this place, but I mean, it is also a gigantic city. So you see, for those who haven't been here, very tall structures in a way that they have compacted in ways that other cities have not managed to do yet. Like, and we're not talking skyscrapers by our standards, but like 10-story tall buildings, which are pretty impressive for the time, and just people everywhere. It's essentially the medieval equivalent of like Brooklyn or New York City in general. It's just bustling, nobody's stopping, everything is super tight together, and it's loud and it smells bad, but it's, you know, to some people it's home.
What kind of
What?
architecture theme do we have going on?
Everything is largely made of stone,
Okay.
but you also see that they have managed to build up because they've used steel supports.
Wonderful.
So there is some like steel-looking aspects to the architecture as well.
What is behind us? Did this just like step to the portal? Now we're in the middle of Ashmere City. Behind us is more Ashmere City, or is there like the other side of the portal we can go back through?
So what you see is the other side of the portal. You see the wall there.
Does it operate the same?
Yeah, you touch it and it seems to work exactly the same.
I'm gonna
What
drop
about,
a
like,
pin.
Does anybody
pedestrian foot traffic? Like, are people walking through it?
Well, I'll give you an example of that. Then you see this blue and white striped shirted gentleman turn towards the edge of the barrier, and he walks right through it
As if it wasn't there.
as if it wasn't there at all.
Oh fuck.
Let's step through the portal real quick.
As we keep calling it a portal, it is more of a wall. So I just wanted to
Sure.
clarify that.
Crack?
But, as you step through the wall, he's not there.
I step back. This is very weird.
Real quick, because I'm having a like vision in my head. I kind of imagined us landing in like field just outside the city. I didn't imagine we were in the city yet. before
Same.
we walked through the wall, but now we've walked through the wall and we're in the middle of the city, or like in the
You're
city.
right on the edge of it.
Cabbage
Like
patch.
you're in probably like a suburb of the city. But you would have been standing right before any building started out in this field, and so you're seeing sort of the first like small buildings right around you, with it just growing and growing as it goes further in.
So through the wall, if I did a 180 to look where I came from, am I assuming that I can see the wall, but do I see like field past it?
What you see, it looks like a very thick, translucent sort of bluish greenish crack of glass, sort of. But you can see through the other side what appears to be the field that you were just in. Yes. It's hard to make out, but it is there.
Okay.
So we need to find this piano player.
That
Yes.
is what you got of that man's identity.
I mean, his piano playing was very beautiful.
It was immaculate.
I would agree.
Did you want to check on your family, maybe?
This is not my time period. I wouldn't mind checking out the area.
What do you mean this isn't your time period?
Do you?
Is it a different time period?
It is a different time period, but you guys don't know what time period it is necessarily. So yeah, you're right to say that. Also,
Okay.
I'm going to establish before we decide what year it is that the year you guys came from was 1100.
I'm gonna stop a pedestrian and say, "What year is it?"
Well,
Way to be subtle.
don't let me possibly I have something I'd like to do. I would like
I'll hear it out. I'll also get back to that.
I would like to stop a citizen,
Okay.
not not aggressively, just like, excuse me, who is king?
Oh, sure. So we'll do both of these things. So there's no reason that can't both happen. He looks and says, King Dreyfus. It's been King Dreyfus for like as long as I can remember.
How long can you remember, friend?
He is a probably middle-aged gentleman. So you know, he's
Human?
been around. Yeah, probably human. Being from Ashmere, a lot of people here are. I mean, there's a lot of, in the sense that New York City is very diverse. This is as well. That being said, humans would still be the majority, in that analogy. But yeah, he's an older gentleman, so he's like, as long as I have 45-ish years.
This is good to know.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
He just
Be on your
keeps-
way, citizen.
I-
I'll say that as
would-
he's walking away, if I could.
It's already moving away. To Kaelinor, you also stop a passerby. You just ask, what year is it?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the year 1120, buddy. I mean, what, you lose your calendar? Or what's up?
Wait,
Something like that.
All right, yeah, whatever. Just keep out of my way. And he just keeps moving down the street.
Wait,
And I'm
stop
sorry,
me
you said
next.
we came from 1100, correct?
1100
future?
specifically.
20
Yeah,
years in the
same thing, but yeah, 20 years in the future.
We're all grouped up in a
I-
group, right?
Ebenezer probably would have noticed that things looked a bit more futuristic than past. Oral,
Well,
so.
it's-
What, because they don't have
It's
VHS
also
tapes
only
anymore?
been 20 years, you know, it's not like a huge jump to go from like the 80s to the 2000s. Like there's some advancement, but things look about the same.
Wait,
It's the way the pants look.
1125 you said?
1120.
1120. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Especially in this time period, I should say. Like if we're talking like medieval times of the 1400s, you go from 1400 to 1420, it's not going to look vastly different. In modern times, I guess things speed up a lot
That's
faster
true.
because of the internet.
Ebenezer is gonna hear that it's the 1120, and Ebenezer is gonna go, "Oh."
I'll turn around back to the group with a triumphant smile and say, "Friends, I've discovered where we are. The king is still king, so we couldn't have gone that far. Ebenezer, I think your a little hypothesis, as you scientists call it, may be incorrect. I think we're in the same timeline."
Same timeline, potentially plus about 20 years.
20 years? King Dreyfus is still King Dreyfus. How could it have been 20 years? That's not how kingships work.
We don't die that fast, us humans.
This must be magic.
You're onto something. I know it.
So
Where do
should we split up,
start?
or
What are we looking for? Where? I mean, I know who we're looking, but it's not where we've seen him before. What are we trying to find?
Luther?
Correct.
Is anyone here in good relationships with the king? Perhaps he could help.
Certainly, none of you would have met the king before.
That's my dude for real.
I've heard he's pretty kind. You
What
know,
kind?
a good king.
Well, unless someone else has a genius idea like me, I say we go see the king.
How?
What
does
are the odds?
this-
We just walk into. So I apologize. Go ahead.
How does this work? Are the events that happen here affect the past?
Theoretically, the things that we do would affect the future, Ebenezer.
But
Because
we're in
time.
the future.
Yes.
I'm not certain that anything we do here will affect anything. We're here to
Murder a man.
prevent, essentially, murder a man in order to prevent breaks in time. Correct. So if we do what we're supposed to, theoretically, we're stopping an outcome that should have otherwise not occurred.
Ebenezer, let me give you some words to help understand what's going on with us.
Scrabble.
A house built today will last until tomorrow. But a house built tomorrow will not save us today.
Could you please explain that to me?
That's actually, when you think about it, actually kind of deep.
That's right, bitch.
Ebenezer's
I've been thinking about that this whole time.
gonna go,
I didn't know you were into real estate, Confess.
Indeed. It's a part-time gig.
Conjuration magic, perhaps?
Don't
Make
bring
it
that
easy.
disgusting magic up to me.
Vesper's gonna go buy a cabbage.
Okay. So that particular guy is no longer accessible to you, but there are other cabbage vendors
That's-
around if you'd like to.
Fucking
There's a
bullshit.
cabbage
Never
market?
mind.
The whole market is cabbage net vendors. It's the same NPC, copy and pasted.
I'm sensing
You
a
do see
theme.
another cabbage vendor that would have been like right across the street from where this guy was is wearing a red and white striped shirt.
I respect the hustle, but deny cabbage.
Okay. I am interested to the four of you who have not been here before, stepping into a large city the first time, and especially for the Fae characters stepping into a mortal city for the first time. How are they feeling? What are they expecting to get here?
Disgusted.
Okay, makes sense.
Like, revolted. Like checking
Yeah.
my shoes because I don't like where I'm standing.
That makes sense to me.
Morgan's visibly annoyed and also,
So no different at all.
you know, and also just slightly kind of attuned to this because of the material plane.
Or your relationship to Darla and being there a lot. Kinfa.
So this is like New York City, also in the way of like grandiose of New York City as well. Like like the Times Square equivalent of like that would exist in this city, presumably.
Yeah, as you get further in, you'd certainly see something like it.
Okay, Kinfath is very visibly awestruck by what he's seeing. This is insane. He's never seen a city this large. He's used to a monk's
Humble
lifestyle.
abode.
Yes. So he is awestruck by everything that's going on.
And
If
what
I'm-
about Maeve?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe there's something on pod.
I think Maeve would probably feel the same because she wasn't really ever near a city. She's in the forest, so she'd be like,
Right.
"Whoa, this is crazy."
Okay, sick. What were you saying there, Ebenezer? Good.
Have we ate in the past? However long we've been at this.
Good berries if you ate them.
Good berries.
Did
if
you
we ate
find a
them.
berry on your knob?
The berries? Yes.
I
I
ate
think
it.
I think I know of a spot we could start asking some questions around.
Oh. The berries
And
are nice.
and if you like pizza, then there'll be pizza.
What is pizza?
Where are you
Oh,
taking?
oh, Kinfath.
Oh,
You
Ebenezer?
just wait.
I
The-
also am curious. Which pizza place are you taking them to?
we're going to
There are
Tony,
multiple.
Who is
Tony
Pete?
Tacos. Tony Tacos Pizzeria. It's
Alright.
a very popular establishment.
Tony Tacos Pizzeria?
We might hear of this gentleman within the chatter of the crowd, or we could ask questions.
You are telling me right now that you're going to take this group of people that have never had to Tony Tacos over Bedroom Burgers Pizzeria.
Yes, the Tony's Tacos is the superior pizza
This is
establishment.
where you have a Family Guy cutaway.
Eleanor draws
Where do you want to eat? I don't know.
I'm looking at Ren going, I don't want to.
Wait, what about that place over
Why-
there? It just says pizza. Surely we could get the same thing from there.
No, that place is trash.
Oh,
It's
Little
not even worth
Caesars.
mentioning.
it's not a real place.
Hot and ready.
Just
I mean, listen, if we want inferior pizza, we could go to we go to Bedrom's. I mean, that's
Eleanor stares at you.
Okay,
Sheaths his weapon.
let's take a vote.
This is hardly worth the time. Lead on.
well, I mean, he's just gonna like rub his tummy and like sound and then like start walking towards Tony's pizzas. Tony Tacos.
Good vote.
Great. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Guess we have to follow.
You don't have
Don't
to.
have to do anything.
Well, I don't know where I'm at.
Sam,
I'll follow.
Heck yeah,
All right.
pizza time, baby.
You make your way. It's a bit of a walk from where you are. You still have to get into like the major parts of the city before you get there. So about 20 minutes pass of just walking along the way. Would any passing conversations happen along the way?
Someone would have to be grabbing Kinfath away from, like, people, like, what do they call them? The scam artists on the street? That like,
Grifters and
yeah,
Yeah.
like, Youngtar would be getting caught up in everyone and would be looking at every storefront. So,
yeah, Youngtar?
Youngtar
sorry,
is here.
Kinfath would. Kinfath would. I apologize. His spirit lives on.
amazing. Who would be the one to be doing that?
Definitely not me. I would maybe encourage it, in fact. That would look great on you.
Oh, you
I bet
think
he's
so?
in front, so he's probably not paying attention to the back.
Maybe
I'll-
Kinfeth is just getting involved.
Kinfath gets lost in an alternate timeline for the rest of ever.
How did I end up with 14 hats? Where are my friends?
I'll find my way back. It's okay if I need to.
Oh my god.
I'll
Can
help.
I-
If no one is gonna be the one to do
I'll
it,
help
then
him.
yeah, we'll have to deal with that.
Babe's doing it.
Maeve's gonna get it. Okay.
Come on, bro.
If, but you see these products. This walking stick. I've seen many a stick in my life, but never one used specifically for walking. I mean, the inventions these humans have created is truly astounding.
You have a staff, right?
I was gonna say. I think
This-
yours is actually a lot cooler. I think.
Well, I don't- Thank you. I don't walk with this one though. To use this as a walking stick, whatever that may mean, truly anyway. This is a
let's-
tool.
Let's go try some pizza though.
Oh,
before we get left
yes,
behind.
Of course, of course, of course.
I love it. What were you saying there before, Zach?
Are there any vendors selling flowers? along the
Yeah,
way?
certainly there would be. Just carts with a bunch of different bouquets set up.
Describe to me one of these.
Sure. Just on a street corner, you see. It's almost like a wheelbarrow type cart, just has wheels on two sides, and he picks it up and can move it depending on where the busiest parts of the city are at the time. But he's just got probably 15 or so lined up in different rows across the cart, and it kind of turns sideways so he can show off his wares. The vendor himself is kind of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Dope ass motherfucker.
He what was it?
Nothing.
He's sort of a scruffy looking guy with a big old brown sort of potato sack type of cloak over him. What is that called? Burlap. He's got a big old burlap coat.
Yes.
Very good.
And as he passes by, as you are like even approaching, he's already like trying to make sales. Like, hey, don't you have someone in your life who needs some flowers? Everybody needs some flowers. Come on, 3 for 5, 3 for 5.
I'm gonna walk up without making eye contact, and I would like to roll for intimidation
Okay.
and say,
Fuck you.
Rat.
yeah, you dare do this to these flowers? How dare you?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, give me intimidation first of all.
Enough, or do I need like some kind of?
He would be largely confused, but if you're intimidating enough, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Was it a 12? It didn't pop up.
It was a 12.
a 12.
Okay. With a well. See. Oh, did I just say? No, yeah. I mean, he looks to be certainly intimidated by you with this guy wearing full armor. This is not a warrior by any means. He just goes, buddy, I don't know what you mean by do this to the flowers. I'm just making a living here. What's the big deal?
To pick a flower is to kill a flower. Observe their beauty without killing them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll never pick another flower again. I'm just gonna go home and pay homage to these flowers.
These are not the droid you were looking for.
Okay, but if I ever catch you selling flowers again,
Absolutely. Never again. You got it, boss. And he picks up his cart and he like scurries away quickly. Then
I,
across the street, you see another flower.
Can I insight check that?
Sure, if you'd like. What are you looking for?
Any sign of him fibbing?
Sure.
Back to back 6.
Oh, I'm in the wrong campaign. That's why I can't see the game log.
Whoa.
How am I rolling in the wrong campaign?
No, I'm in the wrong
He's in the
campaign.
wrong
I'm looking at the
campaign.
wrong log.
Idiot.
I got a 6. It was not good. I
Okay.
have been, presumed-
No, as far as you can tell, yeah, this guy is absolutely going to stick to his word and never sell another flower again.
Ah, yes.
Foster,
Duty is done.
Yes.
do I run into this guy with Maeve as we're coming back to the group?
No.
He would probably be going forward in a way, so you probably wouldn't, unfortunately.
Damn.
This better be a returning character.
Ren has kind of like flowers in his getup. Is that correct?
Yes.
During this conversation, feeling bad for the man that's getting yelled at, I want to. I'm gonna druid craft some wilted flowers, like a kick me sign on the back of Ren. Just like, whoop.
I love it. Fantastic. So throughout all of this interaction you have with the city folks, you do finally get 2 Tony Tacos, and you see there's a huge line outside of Tony Tacos. But then there's a side door with the bouncer that says regulars only above it. However, across the street, you see Bedroom Burgers. A huge line, regulars only, on each side. And you see Bedroom Burgers has like blue awnings, and all their text is in blue, and Tony Tacos is all in red. And you start to get an idea that people have some strong loyalties to one or the other in this place.
Red versus blue.
Ebenezer, does Ebenezer recognize the bouncer?
Yeah, I would think Ebenezer would be a regular here.
But he's 20 years older.
Yeah, this guy, you recognize him from when he started when he was like 20. He's like a middle-aged man now. He's 40 years old. But he's still massive. He hasn't let himself go at all. Like, this is if you were not friends with this man, he'd be a very scary individual. In fact, actually, you'd probably recognize his name as being Charlie.
Charlie.
Okay.
Wait, it's not Tony?
Donny.
No, the bouncer is not Tony, believe it or not.
What? Tony Tacos doesn't owns his own restaurant?
Disappointing.
Ebenezer's gonna like get in the normal line, but kind of like bounce back and forth between wanting to leave the line to go up to Charlie, but also like thinking he should stay in line just because of obviously how awkward or weird this would be
Sure.
of an encounter.
So these 2 doors are next to each other, I should say. The main line kind of comes out the door and goes along the sidewalk on one side, but the other door is like right on the other side of a rope. Like, so he will see you if you get to the front either way.
Ebenezer has a robe, so he'll put up the hood
Okay.
nervously.
Are we all in line with you?
That's
I
up
don't
to
know.
you all.
No.
I can hold our place in line. I can hold our
This
place
is-
in line.
I'll jump in line.
This
Would
is where
be-
this is the pizzeria, yes?
Yeah, we are here, yes.
Then Kinfath will stand behind Ebenezer in line.
Amazing. So who is not getting in line? Is it just Morgan? And Maeve as well? Okay.
You
the
look
2 of
lactose
you,
intolerant.
what do you do?
fuck.
Seems like wrong place, wrong time.
What?
Ryan got it. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah. No, Morgan's gonna. I'm not gonna say anything to Maeve. I'm just gonna start wandering, trying to find any kind of information anywhere, and not be surrounded by the
Okay.
goons and Ren.
So are you just generally looking for information on like Luther's whereabouts?
Luther's whereabouts. I'm looking at posted notice boards if there are any around. Investigate, check if I have to.
Sure.
Just I'm looking for posted anything on any wall, any post, notice
Okay.
board, obviously.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
14.
Okay. With a 14, you don't see anything that's seemingly specific to Luther, but you do see what appear to be you go up to a post board and there are two massive posters that have been seemingly put there recently, but the pull tabs on the bottom are almost all gone. So you can tell these are popular things. One side is for Minnie's Marvelous Matchmaking, and on the other side is for. I have a lot of notes. Sorry.
B flat.
Minnie's Marvelous Matchmaking, and then a band called the Minstrels and the Boys. And Minnie's Marvelous Matchmaking, it has an address to go find them, and the Minstrels at the Boys says that they are playing at also written here somewhere.
Fine, take your time.
Are playing at Nero's Palace.
I'm gonna take that information, gonna turn back around and go over to Eb and go, "Where's Nero's Palace at?"
I'm Batman.
Ebenezer, you would recognize the name Nero's Palace as being a massive casino in the middle of downtown.
Oh wait, he asked us. I'm sorry.
He has
I thought
you.
were
Yeah, he
wandering
came
around.
to Ebenezer specifically.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely freaking
fine.
blanked on that.
That's fine. Nobody listens to me.
I listened to you. It's a casino in the middle of the town. It's that way. If you-
Turns around and just walks away.
I was going
Okay.
to ask people in line if there was anywhere we could go see music. I was close enough
you
to
don't
Eb to hear
have
you
that
say it.
information, unfortunately,
I-
because the guy who knows just left.
Excuse me. To somebody in line.
Sure. Actually, before we do that, let me ask Maeve, what were you doing during this time? I think you muted.
She would be like out of the line, like as far as she could, but like still see them and kind of just like be against the wall or something to be out of the crowd, probably.
Sure. Sticking to the shadows being a wallflower.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So as Vesper taps the person in front of you, you see just a woman with like a white shawl and a sort of like fancy Sunday hat turns around to you like, yes, darling, what can I help you with?
I like your hat.
Why, thank you very much.
Does it like
made it
pianos?
Does my hat like pianos? Is that
Yes.
what you meant to ask, sweet? Well, no, my hat doesn't like much at all. It is just a hat, but I like pianos. I like pianos quite a lot.
This is good. Do you know where we could see piano music? Hear piano
there's-
music.
I mean, there's lots of sort of clubs around the city that surely would have them. The Minstrels and the Boys are playing at Nero's Palace tonight. They've got a piano player at the very least.
Good day.
She just does not know what to say and turns back to her, to talk to her girlfriends there.
Please have a second
Guys,
conversation.
this hat just told
Please.
me that there will be piano music with minstrels and boys at a casino tonight.
That's
Noted.
concerning.
I mean, there's a ton of concerts, and bands around the city.
There's also
I
two
mean,
pizza
we
places,
can
and
go
this
check
one's
it
better.
out.
I have learned this.
This one is better.
Kyler's gonna lean over to Vesper. It's the other one.
Oh,
Ren. Ren, I know that gentleman over there. I am afraid to go talk to him, or see anybody in the city. As a matter of fact, that I might know.
Why?
Well, in 20 years, I'd probably have died. Probably,
you might
Just-
die tomorrow.
to be realistic. You know. I mean, if I just go up to this gentleman and be like, "Hey," and then, what have I
walked
been?
over to the gentleman already?
Oh, God. Ebenezer's not. He's not going to follow you.
What do you say as you approach the gentleman?
Meeting.
Didn't come through. What'd you say?
Meetings.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Can I help you? What's up?
I'm not a regular, but I have a friend over here, and I'm pointing directly at Ebenezer. Like,
Ebenezer's.
I'm describing what he's wearing. I'm pointing him out. There's no avoiding this.
He can only see the back of Ebenezer right now.
Do you try and catch my attention, Ren?
Your attention?
Yes, as confetti.
I mean, I'm probably not hiding this. If you see it, you see it. I'm probably not calling you out, though.
Vesper, would you be making a kerfuffle as you're pointing out Ebenezer?
I might just be waving if that guy looks over at us. To be completely honest with you.
Or I'll like point and then wave at you guys. Are you guys waving back?
Yes.
You're pointing. You're pointing at Ebenezer.
No,
Yeah, his name is
Ebenezer's
Ebenezer. He said he knows you. I believe he referred. Well, no, actually, I don't think he gave a name. What's your name?
My name's Charlie, man. But if he's saying his name is Ebenezer, I don't know. And Ebenezer is still around anyway, so
He's
no reason to.
like 80.
Can I perception check to see if I heard that at the distance that I'm at?
What distance are you at? That's a good question.
No shot.
know,
We're at the
like,
back of
right
the
over
line
here.
in a
You-
crowded.
you-
DM, how far are they?
You'd probably be
Yeah.
coming up halfway through the line by now, but yeah, I'd say you would have the option to get further away, but at the point in the line you're at, you're probably about 20 meters out.
Would I have? Can I perceive to roll if I heard that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
20 meters is quite a bit.
I would like to remind
It
you
is
that you are
decently
deaf.
far.
I'm not right now.
If Lizard is around. What do you get? Oh, there it is.
An 11.
With an 11, you might be able to. You probably want to be able to hear what he said, but you can tell by his body language that he's just kind of like, "What are you talking about, man? I don't like." He's just like kind of confused and like.
He's like
doesn't
an
know
I'm
what's
not
going on.
looking at
80-year-old
him.
Guy, he does magic.
Okay.
I think he has like a familiar that follows him.
Talking about
Ringing
like
the
a
bell.
little weasel.
Yeah, but he has a familiar on his shoulder.
Yeah, yeah, man. All right, that was funny. That was a good one. You know.
I knew I liked you, Charlie.
Appreciate that. What's your name, by the way? He holds his hands out to him.
Ren.
Do you shake his hand?
No.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
he kind
We're not getting pizza.
Put it back together. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. That's a fascinating story, my friend. But unless Ebenezer wants to come and talk to me on his own, Ebenezer, then you're still gonna have to wait in line.
I'll see if I can bring him over.
Up to you, man. Then he like shakes the hand of a guy coming in. He's like, Bobby, what's up? Come on in, man. Anyway, back to the line, buddy.
I'll go back.
All right.
Hey, Ebenezer. He said he totally remembers you. He just said, "Come on over," and he could get us in.
It's true.
Deception check?
I will deception check because I don't know you very well. And you totally just
What?
blew off my conversation.
What are you? Are you trying to deceive him?
No, not deception check. Sorry.
Perception.
It'd be
Insight.
if
It's
anything.
insight.
Sorry, I was writing off of what Parker was saying.
Yeah, how to lead the
Do I get to
blind.
like put this against a or not a persuasion check? Or
It'd be against stealth.
stealth?
Wait,
But
really?
he's not lying.
No, but it's just insight. So if he is trying to hide something, then but that's up to
Deception.
you, Zach. If
Yeah,
you
Wouldn't
Deception.
that
if
be
you think you would
persuasion?
be,
Well, it was a nat 20.
So
Never mind.
as far as you can tell, he is being completely genuine, and as far as I know, he is. So
amazing.
I mean, I don't really appreciate you just blowing off the conversation I was trying to have with you to set that record straight. But Ebenezer will turn around and make his way to Charlie.
Kinfath will stay. Unless
I'm definitely going with.
unless
My hood's still up as I'm approaching, but Blizzard is visible, kind of peeking out of the collar. And as I approach, I'm sure he can make my face out.
do you say anything to him as you approach?
Yeah. Charlie.
You're the one that is supposed to be Ebenezer, right?
I am Ebenezer. Yes. How do you do?
Are you still like hiding your face at this point?
My hood's still up, but my face is visible.
Okay. In that case, he would say, how is this possible?
Oh,
You look
oh,
so healthy. That's not right.
oh.
He does.
I mean, you should have seen him at the end. It was
Oh.
you moving on from conjuration magic now? This is something all new altogether. What's going on here, buddy?
Excuse me, pardon me. And Ebenezer's gonna like walk away frantically. Anywhere, aimlessly. And is trying to just catch his breath and to take in what just happened.
Okay, yeah. By all means.
Whatever happens to me right now, I'm just wondering. Like I don't know.
Bonus action cry?
Bonus action cry is always available.
Kind of like a panic attack, I suppose.
Yeah. I got
But
you. Yeah.
Ebenezer's not keen to panic attacks, but I mean, this is definitely a unique situation.
Yeah.
Which warrants it. I feel so.
Yeah, you get out of there, and Charlie just looks back to Ren and's like, look, I mean, that seems like him, but unless he's going to be with you, you do still have to wait in the line, so I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So a bit of time passes, and everybody who is still in the line does make it up to the front.
Nice.
So who's still there? It's Ren, Kaelinor, Vesper, Kinfath? Okay. So a lot of you do get in there.
Wait, before we go
Nobody
in,
that wanted to go get pizza.
Before we go in, I would like to look around for Maeve and try and motion for her to come and join us now that we're at the front of the line.
Does my
If
Okay.
if she got motion, she'd be like, okay, and then run over there.
I kind of duck under the velvet rope and hop in with him. You see a bunch of people are like complaining about that, but are also like, that's kind of the rules. That's how lines work. So whatever. Then so you all get in there. You see a menu that has 2 pizzas on it: cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza. What does everybody choose?
Tacos.
They unfortunately don't serve tacos at Tony Tacos. That's just his name, unfortunately.
Is there like cashier equivalents at? Are we walking up to a counter here?
Yeah, and you imagine it's like, if you've seen recordings of like what a New York deli is like, it's like you get up there, you say what you want, and you get out of there. And they're
Perfect.
not going to do any of this back and forth with you.
Perfect. I would like to walk up and go. I'll slam my hand on the little display case, and I'll go, "What is pizza? And which one should I get?
That's not my decision, buddy. Pepperoni or cheese? What do you want?
What is the difference?
One's got meat, one doesn't.
I like meat.
Great. 1 pepperoni, please. Move along.
Where?
Stand somewhere over there. Now get out of the line, buddy. It'll be out in a second.
Okay, I will turn and walk to the exact spot that he pointed, and then turn
Yeah,
and look
just kind of just off to the left side of the line.
directly at him, waiting for the next thing that he says.
He notices that, but it's just like, whatever, man. This is a crazy guy in fucking Ashmere, whatever. All right, who's next?
You pick who's next in line.
Vesper. Cheese and pepperoni, buddy.
Yes. Pizza.
1 each. Oh, by the way, each pizza is gonna cost just 2 copper pieces.
Cool.
Copper.
I will hand them my entire sack of gold and say, "Can you give me change?" And then I'll drop it and step back.
Is it all only gold? You don't have any smaller pieces?
Yes.
He's like, fucking people coming in here breaking thousands and shit. Fuck, goddamn it. He pulls a piece out of it. He's like, I'll be fucking right back. Hey, Bobby, man the front. And he kind of walks into the back room with 1 gold piece, and he just disappears for a second. So I guess Vesper, you'd be talking to Bobby.
Okay.
Do you have small pieces? Do you think Vesper would be carrying them?
He is gonna cover me.
Yeah, whatever. All right, keep going.
I love you.
Ren is next. Cheese and pepperoni, buddy.
I don't know that I'm hungry.
What the fuck are you in this line for then?
I don't know.
All right, get out. Next, Kalinar.
I just follow Ren as well.
You don't get anything.
It's okay. I got 2.
Next, Maeve.
The one without the meat on it.
All right, give me a cheese. Out of line. Give me the copper. Give me the copper. Come on. All right, great. All right, out of line. Go. And you just see this continue for a while. It's only like 5 minutes later when everybody gets their pizzas, and even shorter than that by the time this guy clearly has like gone back and like broke a roll of quarters essentially, and has like a ton of excess stuff that he's now having to shove into the cash register or like the vault, whatever he's using. And he gives you like a bunch of smaller coins back. He's like, all right, there's like 5 silver and 50 copper. There you go.
Excellent.
All right, yeah, go on. So everybody who has a pizza, could you please just roll me a flat d20?
Absolutely.
Do I have to roll 2?
Dude,
Yeah.
is this for
No, just
Greece?
roll.
Are we rolling for Greece right now, Foster?
No, not rolling specifically for Greece.
Grease.
214.
Let's go.
Vesper hates pizza.
Our rolls today have been aggressively
Vesper
good.
should roll 2.
No, so,
'cause he has 2 pieces.
No, it's the same. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm just saving these for a different time. It doesn't matter right now. What you all taste though is the most delicious concoction you've ever had in your life. Have you guys had pizza? I mean, Kid Beth and Maeve, surely not.
No.
And Vesper,
Probably
you
not.
think you? Yeah, this is the most amazing thing. It's just like salty and fatty, and there's the sweetness of the tomato sauce, and like this perfect brown crust on the bottom. It's just, it melts in your mouth, and it's just so perfect in every way. It's the best food you've ever tasted.
Pizza is food.
This was worth it.
Yes.
Do we have to stand in that whole line again just to get another piece?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
So while you guys are here, do you want to question anybody? Like the reason you came here?
Do you like this pizza?
Yes, it's the best pizza. It's literally the best pizza in the whole city. But like, I never go to bedrooms. Never. Don't ever do it. If I ever catch you in that line, I swear to God, I'll break your kneecaps. I swear to God, I'll never. I won't. That's not true. Actually, I don't know who you are. I'll never see you again. But it's a real threat. I swear it.
Guys, pizza is dangerous.
Can Fath will look at this guy with like half of the pizza gone in one bite and the like crust and a little bit of the rest of the pizza left, and he'll go, "So, guy, why is this place red and that place blue?" And then he'll stuff the entire thing in his mouth.
You guys like, all right, respect. I get, for sure. But also, yeah, I don't know, man. They just decided on those colors when they started the businesses. It's just, I don't know. Should ask, find Tony. Ask him.
Tony Taco?
I mean, yeah, Tony Taco's a real guy.
His name is on the sign.
That is a good observation, my friend. Yes.
Where is Tony Taco?
Probably back in his office. You'd have to ask the employees.
Okay, and one final question from me at least. Why do you not refer to him by his full name, Tony Taco's Pizzeria? His name is on the sign.
No, you're not from here, are you?
This is my first time at Tony Taco's Pizzeria, if that's what you mean.
That's not actually what I meant, believe it or not. But it's, you know what? I'm in a good mood. So yeah, that's fine. His name, Pizzeria, is a place that sells pizza. It's his joint, all right?
Tony owns the pizzeria.
Indeed.
Thank you for your help, citizen. It is very valuable.
I don't know why you called me that, but all right, buddy. You have a good one now.
Okay, guys, so here's the information we've gathered.
I think we need to go find Tony Taco.
I don't think we need to find Tony.
I think we should take our pizza to the museum.
Should we
What if-
find the old man before we go?
Ebenezer said that Tony would know a lot of information and that he's the best. So he must know.
Ebenezer is a coward who's done very little but runs. Met him.
But pizza is a powerful tool.
And dangerous, as
Quite.
exhibited.
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll his eyes and walk out of the pizza.
He could possess the power!
Can I perception check for Ebenezer in the vicinity when I step out of the
Sure.
pizza,
Well,
or do I just see him?
let me ask, where would Ebenezer have ended up after this amount of time?
He would have gone to some sort of alley after running away from the vicinity for maybe 2-3 minutes. Specifically to find an alley to like catch his breath and to just like kind of just like take in what's happening.
Is the alley within eyeshot of the front door?
No, I would have gone down a hall.
Okay.
I would have gone down an alley, taking me out of vision of the establishment.
Cool. Then still give me a perception check, but I'm going to say there's a DC 18 perception check.
Oof. 19.
Oh!
With a 19, very faintly, occasionally, but Kaelinor has a keen eye. You see one or two weasel hairs that seem to have molted off and are leading in. Like when you go out the front door, if you go to the left down the road.
I would like to follow them.
Follow the weasel.
And pause for a second to see if my party is following.
Are they?
I want to
One.
play the character.
Yeah,
Maeve,
well, that's a good question. What if they're
Maeve,
not coming? That's totally fine.
Maeve, are you staying with us or are you going with him?
You muted you so.
Yes, I'm back. Okay, I will I'll follow, but in eating the pizza, if there's a knife there or whatever, if I have to rip it in half, I'll save half in a napkin and bring it with me, and then go see what he's doing.
I would
Awesome.
I would probably urge Vesper to go with Maeve with me because
Wait, are you?
Kinfath trusts Maeve because Maeve saved him earlier. So Kinfath would follow Maeve.
As we're leaving, goodbye, Tony. And we leave.
To the building or to a random guy?
This, I don't know. No one.
The space in
Yeah.
front of him.
Longingly.
Amazing. So are you even following the pack?
I believe this is correct.
Yes.
Okay. So the four of you. Ren, where are you going?
I'll follow. Just make it easy.
Okay. The four of you do eventually, as you check down all the alleyways that you pass, do eventually find Ebenezer in an alley, looking more collected than you last saw him. But just because of the time that's passed, but still hiding in an alleyway. So do with that information what you will.
As I approach him in the alleyway, I would like to call out, "Old man, will we find a situation you won't run from at some point on this journey?"
My whole life is here in the city, and it's just running into people is just a very weird situation.
I'm not going to argue with you that stepping through a wall in time 20 years in the future is not a weird situation, but running from the situation we're in is not going to change it. If you want to see your family, if you want to go to a timeline that isn't 20 years in the future, compose yourself and help us figure this out.
Maeve will step in and she'll say, "Geez, can you give him a break for 1 second?" And then she'll hand him the slice of pizza and be like, "You said you liked this pizza stuff?"
I did. Ebenezer will grab it. Thank you. Ebenezer will bite into the pizza, and all of his problems will melt away with the cheese as it hits the top of his mouth. And he hits level 20. And
Ebenezer floats to the sky.
Oh god.
he will enjoy the pizza, graciously given to him. All right. I'm with you guys. Ren, please don't throw me into a situation like that again, please. And please and thank you.
I told you the truth, and you went over.
Foster, is there any would I know of any other location inside the city that would be good for like spreading word, or do I know anybody, or outside of my relatives?
I mean, you have a lot of connections through potions and lotions, but that's exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I mean, big bars and casinos are good spots, but also like there are like there's like a racetrack that you could go and lots of people betting, and you could go to a coffee shop, you could go to an inn or anything like that. Wherever has the most people in your mind would probably make the most sense, but if you can think of a place that might exist, we can make it exist right now. So
Medieval Hooters.
medieval femboy Hooters exclusively.
I do think it wise if we were to split up. There's a lot to ground to cover, and if we're looking for one man inside of the city,
Stop.
it is. Yes.
I think we should go to the piano place as a group.
As I said, I mean that's a good place to check up on, but we have time until then. We could split up until then and meet up at that facility.
Who would like to go with me to see the king?
I don't think that's worth the time.
I'm very
I think-
persuasive.
I think we should deliberately stay away from that.
And I also think we should very explicitly stay together. We are cast adrift in time. I don't think
I
spreading out
completely
around
agree.
the city is a smart decision in any way, shape, or form. Regardless of how much time it saves us, time is hardly a problem for us.
I mean, we are on a clock, aren't we?
Based on what the Fey Queens have told us,
I
we
think
have.
they deliberately said that you have all the time that you need. Time doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But the whole point of this is to keep him from getting to heaven? So did he accomplish that?
Wait, this is all smoke and mirrors. Kinfad would like to have a brain blast moment that probably won't actually be a brain blast. He'll go, those big scary ladies all said that we must stop him before he goes back in time to get to heaven, which means that we are ahead of time and in the wrong place. This is all a ruse.
Y'all are catching on to my earlier question of what the hell is going on.
Out of character, that meant nothing.
Look, I just know that we're supposed to stop the man who plays the piano. I believe you said that. The hat told me that there's going to be a very specific big piano thing happening. I feel like out of all the leads we have, which is pizza and wander around aimlessly,
Talk to the king.
that's not a lead.
What time of day is it?
How long was the pizza line?
It was decently long, but you got there in the morning. It's probably like 1.
Oh my god. We use so much time.
This performance, by the way, you didn't get the time, but I will tell fucking there's so many new names. Morgan. Morgan, the slip said 8 p.m.
But we don't know that, and the person who does isn't with us.
I sure wish there was a character in our party that gave us a time frame for some event that he's got
Tonight,
going
all
on
I'm saying
today.
is we could go to this place and figure it out. I don't know. Musicians usually don't show up at 2 minutes before they go on.
It's true. And worst case scenario, it'll take us to a populated area. We could ask questions there.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
It's the only thing close to a lead that we have.
The hat would not lie to us or steer us astray.
Based on Vesper's complete trust of this hat, I say that we go to where this group will be performing and begin to investigate. I feel bolstered by Vesper's confidence.
Ebenezer will look at Vesper, or Maeve, I'm sorry, and kind of be like, just like seeing what your face is telling. Is it like confidently? Is it full confidence in these two in their hat?
Not at all. She'd be like looking back and forth with the conversation, like, what are these guys fucking talking about?
Ren, what do you say we do here?
I was sold about an hour ago when I found out. I just don't know where I'm going.
I do. Let's go.
Thank God.
All
And
right.
the whole party goes that way.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
-1.
Does anyone not want to go to this place?
I'm
just-
Ebenezer will follow. I don't know if I could like hold an action.
Probably not.
Every 6
Depending on what
seconds.
for.
Definitely.
Being recognized?
And what action are you holding?
I don't know.
Action cry.
Then unfortunately you can't hold that action. But you just say you want to be poised for you looking out, just in case
Yeah.
people recognize you. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Do you want to deliberately be disguised?
He'll definitely be having his hood up again.
Stealth check.
Not stealth checking, but
No,
Ebenezer, come over here. Come, let me take a look at you real quick.
what? We're walking.
I know I'm pulling you aside if you're willing.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm looking you
What
up
can
and
I-
down.
What can I do for you?
Ugh. This might be hard.
Wow.
I'm gonna rummage around through a pack that I have.
And
And I'm
scene.
gonna pull out.
Please finish your
Yeah.
sentence. I beg you.
I'm gonna pull out a disguise kit, and I'm gonna use it to doctor up the way you look. I don't. You can tell me what you look like. I don't.
give him
As
a
long as it's
stethoscope?
reasonable for me to help with, I don't give a shit.
That was a good
Uh,
joke.
That was
I said,
great.
did you give him a stethoscope?
I don't have any preference. Who's a good-looking old man?
George,
IRL.
Ebenezer.
George Clooney.
I can't make that happen. That's a far leap.
Turn him into a weasel tamer.
what does a weasel tamer look like?
You know what? Fine. I'll decide. You're gonna look old, but I'm trying to make you look like a repulsive hag, just so that you are avoided, potentially.
I mean,
This is fine.
good work.
This is fine. This is happening right now. It's fine.
Who is that?
It's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna walk back into the group with a repulsive hag.
Ugh, get that away from me, Ren. Where did you find this monster?
This is Ebenezer.
I thought you were a
cue the Queer
disgusting
Eye intro.
This is fine.
Perfect. And then I would like to cast Disguise Self to look exactly like Ebenezer.
Okay. Well then, let's catch up with Morgan. Morgan, you have an address. You don't know what that means. So how are you going about trying to find this place?
Well, I was told I read that it was a casino, and
Okay.
knowing what casinos look like
How?
per Darla and
Oh.
her little shenanigans,
She's like
I'm just
blackjack?
looking for that.
Okay. So
I'm also looking for sad people because that's how that works.
okay, give me survival then.
Give me a sad check.
Survival.
We're gonna say here's what before you roll it. We're gonna say the DC is 15. If you pass that by 5 or more, you can find this place immediately. DC 15 will lead you in the right direction. 10 or less, you have no idea.
Okay.
What about like a 13?
A 17.
A 17, you're headed the right way. You're able to follow frowns and people with their pockets cartoonishly turned inside out, and generally following noise as you go through the city. You eventually do see cresting over all the buildings what appears to be the tallest building in the area, and a giant sign on the very top that says Nero's Palace.
Great.
What do?
I'm
once you're there?
investigating the whole fucking building.
What are you looking for in this building?
Traps,
Luther.
hidden rooms,
Okay, you're not even in the
security.
building yet. That's fine if you'd like to roll.
Oh god, a 9.
With a 9, you don't. Of course, you don't see traps from the outside of this building, or anything like that. But you do see some basic security, like a couple of bouncers at the front of the doors.
I'm gonna go in because I want to search for traps and hidden rooms,
Amazing.
and look and see if I find Luther for some god reason.
You can certainly try.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, as you approach the bouncers, actually, how old is Morgan?
18.
Great. They hold a little crystal in front of you, and they go, "Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to wait a few years."
Fireball.
And he will.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, why?
It's 21 and up. So
Why?
I don't. It's the law,
Why?
buddy. I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not. I've already got a 4-year-old at home. I don't need to have this
Why?
conversation here now.
Why?
Well, because me and my wife on Valentine's Day things got a little out of hand. All right.
Why?
That is none of your business, quite frankly.
Why?
All right. He just moves his attention to the next person coming through the
I'm
line.
gonna try and walk past him.
The other guy
Morgan's gonna get
grabs you
arrested.
by, across the front, like just kind of scoots you, or attempts to scoot you back. Actually, if you want to give me an opposed strength to not
Okay.
be scooched, you're welcome to.
Okay. Just normal strength.
Yep. Or athletic. It was
Oh, wow.
acrobatics or athletics, I think. But
Oh,
either one.
can I roll that instead?
Sure, if it's better.
It's better.
Oh, you rolled a 4.
That is true.
22.
Mm,
Well, a 4 and a 19 are two different things.
mm.
We'll see here. No, so he's not able to move you back. But he is able to stop you from moving forward. And he goes, "Man, look, I'm real sorry. These are the rules. Okay, Dad. We'll lose our jobs if we let you in."
Why?
Look with it. He walks very shortly inside the door, and he rings a bell on the top of the. That's just inside. You see like 5 or 6 other bouncers
Oh,
from
they have
throughout
friends.
the place.
It's so
Uh,
cute.
They
I
walk
say
up.
this
It's
audibly.
just like
Audibly. Oh.
the guy goes, yeah, all right. But what you see is just a bunch of different, like some of them are elves, some are dwarves, some are humans, but all of them are bald and wearing big black shirts,
Hmm.
or they're big and wearing black shirts.
I'm an elf right now. I'm an elf, so
Yeah.
was that matter as an 18? Because that 18 could be like 100 years in elf
You said
years.
18.
You said you're 18, so
Yeah,
Plus, I
as a
think,
general number.
I think elves take longer to mature with their longer age,
Correct.
right?
So you would look even younger.
I'm a baby. Oh,
Yeah.
So you can try to overwhelm these guys if you'd like, but I will say as a DM, there are probably other ways of getting in this place than the front door.
Alright.
7v1 Parker.
I say you do it.
Tell him to roll initiative.
Why?
Morgan's gonna look at it, be annoyed, be like, "This place fucking sucks," and then I'm gonna go look for a back door.
Okay.
A Yelp review.
Yeah, just like a marquee takes down with new review. This place fucking sucks. How did that get there?
I'm pretty sure there's a skywrite spell, and I imagine somebody skywriting in the clouds. This place sucks.
Arrow.
No, amazing. So you go around to the back and investigate. Give me another. You can do perception or investigation, whichever you want.
Perceptigation.
Parker,
Dirty 20,
Why are you rolling
yeah.
with advantage?
because that's part of my character sheet.
All right.
I think investigation. It looks like he has advantage on specifically.
You also did survival earlier. Is the only reason I ask.
I don't know.
Oh, he did.
I got a dirty 20.
You cheeky bitch.
Oh well. Well, with the investigation dirty 20, you are able to see that there are bouncers at this back door as well, but up a couple of stories, there's a window that's been left open. There are some pipes and whatnot that could lead up there, with a good amount of athletic prowess.
Do I have any rope in my inventory? Throw this bitch in the door window.
Do you? That's a good question.
I
A lot
do.
of
How
kits
tall is
come
this
with 50
window?
feet of rope. This is about 2 stories up, so it's probably like 20 to 25 feet up there.
Take damage, climb, throw the rope. I'm gonna try and climb up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
But,
acrobatics, please.
About 3 feet up, I want to tie my rope to one of the pipes.
Okay. Are you tying the other half to you? I'm assuming then.
Yes, but it's gonna be like barely a foot.
Like
Of
for
slack.
free climbing.
It's tied in so I can move it up. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's using
Gotcha.
tension to stay attached to it.
Okay. So the these pipes would certainly have brackets that you'd have to retie as you go up. But with this rope, I'll certainly give you advantage on the acrobatics check to make it up to the top.
Okay.
We're gonna call this a DC 12.
All right. Come on, game. 16.
Yeah, with the 16, you are able to get through the window.
Nice.
In this room, you see a bunch of kitchen supplies, but the lights are off and nobody's in here.
I'm going to shape change into an older person.
Okay. What does this person look like?
I'm gonna look like a.
Bit-
I'm gonna look like my dad, but less fat.
Okay.
Tell
Me
your dad.
when always.
Yeah, Yeah, you make it through here, and I will catch back up with you in a second. Gang, you all are generally making your way towards this casino with the help and guide of both Ebenezer and Kaelinor, are able to find your way here very quickly. You know exactly where it is and can guide them right here right away. Is anybody else here under the age of 18?
18 or 20?
Or 21 specifically? Are they 21 or younger? 23?
300.
Yeah, old, and Ren
Quite
is
young, actually.
old, and Kaylin or fucking
Vesper.
nope. Ebenezer is old. I don't know Vesper and Maeve. Really, that's the question.
Vesper's like 30.
Description is where it would be.
I put like 25 for Maeve.
Okay,
'Cause
cool.
she's an elf, and she's supposed to be like high teenage elf, young teenage elf, kind of
Gotcha.
like as it, you know what I mean? So she'd be
Yeah.
25-ish
Cool,
in
cool, cool.
human years.
So yeah, you all approach the bouncers. They all hold up this rock to you, and like, all right, have fun. And you are all able to get into the front side.
To one of the bouncers. Oh, what time is the show tonight?
Starts at 8.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
What
course,
time is it
yeah.
now? Does anybody have a watch?
No.
You hear the clock in the background. Bong, bong. It's 2 p.m.
Yeah, it'd probably be like 2:33.
2:33 p.m.
2:30 to 3 p.m.
Oh,
somewhere in
okay.
that time frame. But yeah, as you get in, you see a massive like foyer of a room. There is like chairs set up on the left side that seems to be like where this stage show will happen, with a little stage set up over there. On the right side, you've got all sorts of tables and stuff, and then you've got a big staircase, like a grand staircase right in the middle of the room, going up to like a balcony that seems to go up to the rest of the floors. And then on either side of that staircase are the room check-in folks, as well as the money exchange people. I don't know what that's actually called, but where you would exchange money for chips and whatnot.
Money services?
Sure.
As we walk
There's
in,
lots of people in here. It's busy even in the middle of the day.
Can I perception check for guards or any kind of like lookouts, maybe on the second floor, anything of the sort?
Yeah, by all means. You can give me a perception check if it's high. I might give you some extra, but even without it, you could certainly see where they're at.
Sure. I don't have good perception, so.
Well,
yeah, I don't. 4.
Even like you're just able to see them. They're not hiding or like stealth or anything. A bunch of guys in, they're not t-shirts because that type of seaming doesn't quite exist to the degree, but they're all just wearing these black sort of fluffy, almost blousey looking, but like way too tight for them type of shirts, and they're all like super muscly and bald, so they're easy to pick out. There's like 2 on or 1 on each side of the stairs for the room check-in and for the money services. There's a couple along each wall, and then on each side of the balcony there's another. So you can already spot 8 in this room.
I guess I would just say I see 8 guards. Maybe I describe where I'm seeing them.
Noted.
I think that if we're not entirely sure if it's Luther or not, we should probably consider some kind of setup so maybe we have an advantage. Vesper.
Do we have any way of confirming that this piano player will be him other than, yeah, he looks like that guy, or just a feeling?
Yeah, I suppose we could ask staff his name is Luther, but otherwise I'm not sure we'd be able to know. If he goes by an alias or a different name, we'd only be able to tell by looking.
I'm gonna go to one of the security guards.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I have a question. Can we see from where we're at where that performance will happen, or is it somewhere else in the building?
Yeah, it's I described it right when you come in the door. Kind of to the left is a little stage over there where the show will be, and a bunch of chairs.
Oh,
set up.
okay.
Well,
Alright.
did you say there was like an information desk?
Yeah, well, there's like the place you would like check in at a hotel type place.
Oh.
Like they have rooms upstairs, so like you could go there.
Oh, yes.
I'd want to go with Vesper.
That's
to
great.
provide like help action if he's checking.
I would
Sure.
also just follow.
Is anybody else exploring anything else in this area?
Absolutely. What does a casino in Ashmere look like?
Just this first floor, you see a lot of like essentially blackjack tables. You have only ever seen one other casino, as far as I'm aware, and that one also had dice games, so you could assume they would be here somewhere as well. But this is just like the card floor.
Is there a clearly marked sign for like high rollers tables?
There isn't like a sign, but you could tell that like one specific table does have people who are dressed to the nines and are like clearly just like spending frivolously. You could probably recognize that as like the place.
I would like to walk over to that table.
Good fucking luck, Chief.
Great. What do you say as you approach?
You all look very nice.
Well, thank you very much, good sir. Are you joining us at our table this evening?
If you give me a seat to sit at, who am I to not accept it? And I will sit down.
The dealer looks at you and says, it's a 20 chip entry.
Chips?
Yeah. Oh, is your first time here?
Yes.
Hey, no worries at all. You get your chips at the desk to the left of the stage, right over there.
Excellent.
Is
Thank
it the
you.
desk we're
I will
going
come-
to?
The desk on the right would be the one that's like the check-in, but
Okay.
that's totally up to you.
I will go to the chip desk.
Okay. Each chip is a silver piece.
How many is it to get into this table?
20.
I will give them. How many silver is in one gold piece?
10.
I will give them 5 gold pieces.
Okay. He will exchange out 50 tokens for you.
Holy shit. Okay, I'll go sit at this table with 50 chips.
All right. So the 20 entry, it's not like a fee, but it's like a minimum that you have to like commit
I
to
will-
the table.
I will put all chips onto the table.
Amazing. Like
Second time
we
we've
haven't-
rolled in the campaign.
we haven't dealt. Just hold them on your lap, and as we go, once I give you these cards, do you know how to play? By the way,
What is the game?
hold them.
Yes, I do. He will say very seriously and pull all the chips back.
Okay. Hold on real quick.
Oh God, how intense is this gonna be?
If other people need to do something, or if we want to take care of main story stuff first, I will not be offended.
I do have a couple ideas.
This is why I play D&D, to play card games.
Part of the reason I play D&D is to watch other people do stupid shit too.
Present.
Mhm.
I think I took out 3.
What was there? Okay. So,
Let's do this.
each hand, minimum 5 Annie to get in. And then after that, bet what you want. All right.
I will lean over to the person next to me and say, "What is an Annie?"
Oh, dear boy. It's the amount you have to pay to play.
I see. I will put 5 chips in.
Great. So here we go. Okay, you've got an 8 up and a 2 down.
Okay. What are the suits?
8 of club. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm dealing blackjack. That I need to do this the right way.
The game has changed.
Kinfad would not know the difference. Well, actually, he would. He does know how to play Hold'em.
Inside check?
One moment. We're gonna make this work. I need to find a better way to do this at some point, though.
Get an online shuffler or something.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. This is going in just the roll initiative here. This is what you got.
What do I get?
Your hand. It's sent to the. Did it not go through?
No, it did.
No. Oh, wait. Yes, that's my hand.
Yep, that's your hand.
Okay,
It's like a bunch of cards.
good to know.
Let's see. Flop, we got a 3 of clubs, 2 of hearts, ace of clubs.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Does Kinfath want to raise?
I will. So I've used 5, and I have 50, so I have 45 left.
Yep.
I'll put 20 down.
Incredible. You see all these folks at the table are going to. Actually, nope. You see one gentleman, the man sitting right next to you with a mustache that he curls and a top hat and
A monocle.
monocle. He folds. But you see a lady at the other end, again wearing a nice Sunday hat, different from the person Vesper was talking to, but also
Hat?
rather wealthy. She actually puts 25 in. Well, buddy, you got a match or fold? What you doing?
What do I look like? I'll put in 10. And then I'll
She
put my elbows on the table.
she matches.
Now, how do we play this game?
8 of clubs.
It's
On
looking
the
pretty
river.
good. I'm going to go all in. So, I have 5 chips. Yeah, I guess I have 45 down total. 50 down total.
Okay, everything's all in. We will.
I think.
She will match your total of 50.
Yeah. Well, she would have to put in 15 because that's all I would have left to go all in.
Right. Yeah, she's just gonna match you even.
Okay.
This pulls up. She's got. You have a flush.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
Nothing really. She's got a pair of aces.
Let's fucking go.
And the dealer has nothing as well. So you get 50 silver back. Your own 50 silver. You get her 50 silver, and you get 20 from the dealer.
Sick. I'm leaving.
Jim Fast is wise beyond his bugbear.
That's what I do, man. I am wise. I am not smart.
Okay. So with that little event done, the others of you were making your way over to the information.
Yes, I was
collection
going
again?
to expediently walk up to the question thing and say, "Hey, do you think Luther will be doing autographs after the show?"
Who do you mean?
Okay, bye.
And
The piano player.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure the piano player would sign autographs if you asked him to. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to check in or
No.
no? Okay, all right, sweetie. You have fun at the casino then.
Okay, guys, I don't know his name.
Can I perception check for like a way to get to the area behind the stage if there's like door, curtain, or anything?
Sure. So
Or
this
investigation?
this stage, it's really like It's like a stage you'd see in a bar. Like it's just like a platform, where like the band would wheel their stuff up to it and play there. So there isn't really a behind it, but there certainly would be like a green room. If you wanted to try to find that, you can roll with
Yeah.
perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
19 on the die plus 3. 22.
Great. Yeah, you're able to see in a little corner. It's almost hidden by like a indoor tree that they've put in a pot there. But there is a little golden sign that has a green room pointing down a hallway just to the left of the information.
Is there any security
Or
there?
wait, the information's on the right, so to the right. If you like keep going down a hallway right up to the wall.
Okay. Was there any security?
There isn't because the band hasn't arrived yet.
I'm gonna kind of point in that direction to who I'm standing with and check over there.
Sure.
Yes.
Well then, you are able to go down that hall freely. Would you like to, what is your plan here? Are you just
To
like
kill
looking for
Luther.
things that have been left here, or are you looking for a place to camp out?
Just kind of looking around, seeing what I find. Both of those things would be things I'd be considering.
Okay. The green room is currently locked itself, but it does have a window. Yeah,
I would like to pick that lock.
fantastic. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. This is only going to be like a DC 10.
Fantastic. I have a plus 3 because dexterity. Dirty 20.
Amazing. Yes, you're able to easily unlock this. Nobody's really paying attention to the store right now, so you don't have to worry about any stealth or anything. You're able to just walk right in.
Fantastic.
This being an older place takes the name Green Room very seriously, and it is painted green
I was gonna
along all
check.
the walls. But you see a big mirror on top of sort of a dresser, and you see like various left behind makeups and hairsprays or anything like that somebody might use to get ready, as well as a fine white powder that seems to have been left in residue from a previous performer.
Nice.
Smell it.
It's the only way you can know.
Do I recognize it?
Do you recognize the powder?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Kublacane.
Which is what?
It's a drug. It's a hard drug.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm gonna
That's
put it
fine.
in a little vial and keep it.
Okay, you're welcome to.
Fantastic.
This is what's left here is probably not enough to make a line, but it's something.
What do you, these are like a dotted line?
Depending on how finely you dot it.
Noted. I'm adding this to my inventory.
Is there any other doors into this room, or is it?
Nope, just the one.
There's not not even a bathroom or anything.
There would be like a bathroom on the side, but it doesn't have an exit on the other side.
Okay. Does it have a door?
Yes, the bathroom has a door. Yeah.
Well, who of all followed me in here? At least Vesper did. Just me and him. Just me and him.
All right.
You got any ideas, man?
I could hide behind the couch, and you could hide in that corner over there. And when he comes in, we stab him.
No, it's not a bad plan. My only
Thank
concern
you.
is it's not him.
Oh.
Then what? Now we're
Oh.
just in here.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another idea. I pretend to look like him. Well, at least the version that we saw. And then then if it is him and he comes to the room, I'll be like, what this is? And you kill him. And then if it's not, I'll just be like, oh, sorry. Wrong. And I'll leave. I'll get behind the couch.
Hold on.
As he moves in noticeably away from the wall.
We should go talk to the others before we do anything quite that drastic, but having access to this room is rather convenient.
Okay.
Go back?
Yeah, hey, quick question.
Sure.
I unzip my fanny pack and hold up 8 poker chips. Do you think I can exchange these for cash here?
Why do you have those?
From the mysterious place with weapons?
Oh, probably not. You could try.
So what I'm hearing is I should try this?
I don't. Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go try that.
Okay. While that's happening, Morgan, you have disguised yourself as a thinner version of your dad, and are able to step out of that room, no problem. It's not locked from the inside or anything. You find yourself up on the 3rd floor. What you see in here is mostly just like what looks like a hotel hallway, except for at the end there is a little restaurant.
Okay. I want to get close enough to the restaurant, but not go in and get told, "Hey, do you want to come in?" kind of thing. And then if
Sure.
I have to try and find like stairs or some shit, go
Okay.
down to main floor or something.
Are you?
Can I
So
look
you're
inside at the same time just to see if I see anybody?
yeah. You just want to like scope out the insides, and then you're going down. Is what I hear. Okay. Yeah. Roll me. You can do perception or investigation depending on what you think you're looking for here.
Well, I'm obviously going to be looking for Luther.
Okay.
But
We'll do perception.
14.
Straight away you don't see Luther in here. But you do see like a chef commanding his kitchen. It's like a sort of, it's like in an island, like a hibachi restaurant kind of would be.
An open concept.
Yeah. And so you can see them all working and everything that they do. It's this very sort of like part of the experience is watching them cook type thing. And the one thing that catches your eye is a trail of sausages that are like hung over the top of this, like where they would keep their ladles and whatnot. And like you've seen sausages before, but there's just something about that imagery that you had very recently seen of entrails being hung up that does catch your eye.
I'm going to take note of it. And I'm going to go downstairs. Does the 2nd floor have a balcony? Like where all the guards are standing? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to go there.
Okay, yeah. You are able to get to the balcony, and from up here you can see those of your friends who are not currently down the hallway.
Who's in the hallway? Is it Kalinor and Vesper?
Yeah, so I believe Ken, Fathrin, and Maeve would all be visible. Oh, and Ebenezer, who has been very silent in this casino. But
He's
while
wasted.
we're at it, let me ask the 3 of you that have not done anything, what would you be doing during this time?
Just keeping an eye out for the bad guy, I guess.
I knew I liked you.
How does Ebenezer feel about casinos in general?
He doesn't mind them.
Hmm.
He realizes the value that they have for the population. So he doesn't go, but he's aware of them and is pretty indifferent about them.
Gotcha. Maeve?
seeing Kinpath leave, she would like kind of walk that way, and then like everyone's kind of dispersing, and she's stressed because this isn't the woods, and so she would kind of just like keep walking in opposite directions, and then see Ebenezer standing still, and just go stand next to him.
Nice. And Ren, what are you up to?
Just walking around, taking things in.
Cool. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Nope.
All right. So Morgan's got to the top of the stairs. Kaelinor and Vesper make their way back out of the hallway. Do you convene and talk?
I'm going to the fucking counter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's do that real quick. You go up and he's like, "Oh, you got chips to turn in?
Yes.
Great. Oh, well, sweetie, I don't think those are our chips."
Oh.
And you see just on, you can see behind her their stack of chips do have like a little like an N with a star for Nero's.
Has Kinfast exchanged his chips yet?
No.
Excellent. I would like to regroup.
I see where this is going. Okay. As you regroup, well, what do you say?
Did you guys find anything?
We
I
found
have
a
found
green
these
room.
chips.
Oh, I also found chips. Haha.
Would you like to add them to the stack?
Trade ya.
No, I earned these chips.
I earned these chips worth a gold each too, so you can't have them.
Mine aren't worth a gold.
Hmm.
Mine are worth 1 silver.
Oh, well that's lame.
Kinfeth will pull them further away.
Okay, I'm gonna put them back in my bag then. We found a green room.
So nothing then.
Not nothing. Chips.
The
You got money.
absence of our target, specifically.
We found the room where the band will be. So we could potentially, if we truthfully believe that this piano player could be our guy, potentially do something with that.
There is a lot of piano players in this city, but if we want to stick all of our claim on this one piano player, then I'm here for it.
We have to do something besides eat pizza.
I suggested splitting up.
Why has anyone asked the people at that fancy desk over there what the names of the musicians are?
I don't think they know. You're welcome to ask. I'm not great at talking to people despite how good I might seem.
Kinfeth will chuckle, like a full belly laugh chuckle, and walk over to Vesper and put a hand on his shoulder and go, "Me neither." And then we'll start to head towards the desk. And then he'll go, "I apologize, friends. I've been splitting off from the group unannounced a couple of times now. Would anyone be upset if I went to go ask these workers if they know the name of this group? For the
By all
name of the band
means.
members?"
You do that, we'll figure out a plan. And then you do that. At the same
Twice?
time.
Oh, I see. Well, okay then.
All right.
We'll walk over to the desk.
Great. What do you say as you approach?
Hello, my fine friends. How are you on this wonderful day?
Doing just peachy. How about you, big man?
Not too bad. I have earned these chips from those fancy-looking folks over there,
You wanted the high rollers table?
if that's what you choose to call it.
Hey, I mean they're good at the game. I mean that's pretty impressive.
They
All
only,
right.
they only had a pair of aces. I mean, who goes all in on something like that? Idiots.
I guess. How much did you bet? Is this all your winnings?
Oh well, I started with 50, and that was my all-in. So
Oh, this is now I see why they bet, because they just can. For no other reason but they can.
well, disparity. Am I right, friend?
You're telling me I do not make enough at this place to see all this money going around and not get any of it.
I will give him 20 chips. Is there 2 people at this desk?
Yeah, well, there's 2 sort of like side by side lines. Him, and then there's he has a woman, a coworker sitting next to him that is just also attending to other guests.
I will give my guy 40 chips and say, please share this with your associate. I agree with what you said.
Oh, but I mean, we don't really do tips. I mean, I appreciate that, but I mean, I guess like, geez, man, nobody does that. Thank you for that.
Of course. Of course. Now, it is my understanding that my friend is horribly socially inept, unlike myself. There's a band coming here tonight.
Oh yeah, the Metros and the Boys.
I'm gonna be smiling up until this point, and then I'm gonna slam my hand on the desk and go, tell me who the piano player is.
Hold on, man. He runs back and like grabs a flyer. Johnny B.
Do you know anyone who knows Johnny B?
Not personally, no. But they'll be here in like 2 hours if you just want to like relax.
I will do that. Thank you. And then I'll give him a smile and a thumbs up and then walk back to the group with the flyer.
Hey, buddy, what about the rest of your chips? I need get rid of them.
I will come back to the group and I'll say, his name is Johnny B.
No, we're looking for Luther.
He lied to me. He will pay for this.
Is that the name he told you, Kinfat?
It is. It's the name on this poster.
Well, he either changed his name or this isn't the guy we're looking for.
He did also say that they would be here in 2 hours, so we have some time to spare, it would seem.
I mean, for all we know, he could be the guitarist, really, right? I mean, this could be an entirely different.
I think that that's the piano player. I gave him a little tip.
I would like to pass time until the band gets here.
Can we have a stakeout? Wait. Can we stake
Yeah, I
out?
mean, you're more than welcome to stake out the area and just kind of like Ocean's 11, like don't look guilty all the
Yes,
time. you know, type
absolutely.
thing?
That is entirely Vesper's plan. He's going to hide behind a plant.
Okay.
I would like Kinfath to just be sitting at the high rollers table, and if you'll let me, please God, let me rob these people.
Just like try to play and rob them, or straight up rob them.
No, play and rob them. I want to earn.
Okay. Instead of playing out full games, we'll just do it on the dice.
Fuck.
We're gonna say a 7 or lower, you lose everything. I'm gonna say everything that you bet on anyone. 8 through 14, you go even. 14 through 19, you double what you put in, and nat 20, you can triple it. We'll call that.
Sick. There it goes.
So that's how much did you bet?
Oh well, this time.
I mean, there's the 20 entry that you have to commit, but then a 5 ante.
So 25 each time.
Kinfath would play good hands, and he would go all in every hand.
Okay.
So, if I rolled a 7, then I just misunderstood the game.
I guess, or they just had like a royal flush sitting in their hand.
Fuckers.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, what I'll say is, as like you probably have like a straight, and then this other guy, the guy to your right, has a straight flush, and the person beyond that has 4 aces,
Got
which
it.
are notable. But so unfortunately, Kinfet does lose his winnings there. But he did give 40 silver away to 2 people sitting at a desk, so that's cool.
I think I lost all the money. If I did the math right from what you said, that's all of the chips that I got. So now I have nothing.
You should have traded me.
All right, understood. So that's 5 gold. That's casinos for you, baby.
On the fucking drain.
And
Okay,
you paid for
so
my pizza.
This is true. Unknowingly. So yeah, as you guys sort of stake out, a few notable things happen. First of all, you see a busboy
Bussin'?
with like he serves some people at a table, and then like carries his what do you call the covered tray? Like there's a word for that.
Platter.
Platter.
We'll call it. That's not the word I'm thinking of, but we'll just go with the platter. As he's going back up, he accidentally runs into a guest. When he falls down, there's like a ton of cutlery being held on this platter, including lots of knives and forks. He quickly scrambles that up and goes back up the stairs. You also see the owner of the club come down. You see he is a man wearing like a really nice suit. And he's just like talking to all those regulars like, hey, Mixie, good to see you again. You know, just like schmoozing everybody up, occasionally handing off a free chip just to keep people around. But he does probably at some point come up to. Actually, let me ask for a volunteer. Does anybody want to talk to this guy? We'll do Kaelinor because I saw it first.
Good call.
Yeah, he comes down and is like, hey, we got a new face. What's your name, friend? And he holds out his hand.
I'll cross my arms for a second. Kaelinor, and I will begrudgingly shake his hand.
Kaelinor, well, hey, good to have you in the club. Here's a free chip on me. And he does flick out a 50 count chip to you.
Catch it. Do I recognize it as being something of value?
If you have been in a casino before, then yeah, you know
You have
it's
been
like,
in one, at least.
It has value. You have
Well,
been
I
in
mean,
at
like-
least one casino.
Like, well, I understand. Like, does it say like how much it's worth? I suppose. More than like just a single.
Yeah, well, it's got a big 50 on it. Yeah.
Okay. I will take it. Much appreciated, and I will put it in.
Yeah. So what brings you in? Is it you here for the show?
You could say that.
Yeah. The minstrels, right? And the boys. They're great. Love them. Beautiful, really.
Don't know anything about the band?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the minstrels are up and coming. They've been they're a trio of singers that started, and the boys are like their backing band. But it's they do really good stuff. Truly beautiful stuff.
Any chance you could get me and my companion to meet them?
Well, I suppose, and for the right price, I could do anything. I mean, I don't. If you were a friend, you know, I can help a friend out. But we don't really know each other.
What kind of a price?
Well, backstage pass. I mean, just 5 gold. Not really much, you know.
How much is the piece he just handed me worth?
5
5 gold, right?
It's worth 5 gold. Yeah.
I'd like to flick it back at him.
Unfortunately, this is not gold, but you can turn it in if you'd like.
I'll snatch it back away from him, put it in my pocket, and I don't. I feel disrespected by that interaction. I'm just gonna walk away.
And outside of that, The only other thing of note that you would recognize is a smoke alarm goes up on a floor above you, and it's not like it's not electronic, I should say, but it is like somebody like ringing an alarm, like literally physically, like, hey, something's on fire, get the team in here type thing. Those three things all happen. Does anyone outside of that interaction with Kaelinor investigate any of that?
Kind of want to investigate the fire, but I don't want to
Yeah,
investigate everything by myself.
I could
Hold on.
head upstairs for another plant, just to peep.
Works for me.
Ebenezer will stay where he's at.
Cool. How about Ren and Morgan?
I'd stay put.
Same.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll head upstairs.
Ren and Morgan, you're in the same room. Are you having any conversations between the two of you?
I haven't looked for him yet. I'm just scanning the area.
He doesn't look like him, so I don't know he's there.
Oh, true.
Ooh, good point.
Kind of forgot about that. Morgan's dad scans the area. You do. You would certainly have picked up on the forks and knives, as well as the thing at the top as well. But could you also roll me an extra perception check, please?
13.
Okay. You don't notice anything else out of the ordinary.
Cool.
So who all is going up to check on this alarm? Okay. The four of you make your way up, and it is up on the third floor, where you do finally see people frantically running in and out as something has caught fire in the restaurant. You see a lot of these bald, black-shirted men rushing in with different like buckets, conveyor style, just like tossing them on the fire that just flares up because it's clearly an oil fire, but they're a big bunch of dummies. So a lot of panicking is happening in this room. The restaurant teas, the customers are all like coming out of the front door that you guys are like approaching in a sort of not a panic but a rush, like oh god, gotta get out of here, no, can't have that type of thing. What do you all do in this situation?
Is there... Kinfaz would do two things. The second one is dependent upon how the first option goes.
Sure.
The first thing he would try and do is to get in the conveyor belt of water and try and help, but relatively clumsily, and he's not very strong, so does that work?
Yeah, I mean, they don't even question it. They're like, oh yeah, buddy, grab a bucket. They're like, anybody who will help.
Okay, cool. Then I will not do the second thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, able to get in the line. As you run up to the fire, actually, could you make me ooh, what is this gonna be?
history check.
Give me we'll do another dexterity saving throw.
I can do those well sometimes.
With a 10, a tiny bit of your fur on the top of your head does like ignite for just a brief moment, but yeah, you're able to get it out. As for the rest of you, what are you all doing?
I want to watch and take note of people's ankles as they're leaving the restaurant.
Okay.
I'm just like looking down, trying not to scoot to the side. Ankles, shoes, bottom of their pants. I want to see.
Yeah. I feel like this is looking for a detail I don't remember giving.
No,
Okay.
I'm not hunting for something specific. I'm just observing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you take note of everything that passes, mostly like higher end clothing. And you know, there's a couple of different tattoos on different legs and lots of different pant styles. Some are stripes, some are not, but you get all of them. Any feet or pants that walk through here, you've got them noted.
Nothing particularly stood out among the rest. Just noted.
Nothing without more context to give them
Yeah.
significance. But you know, you've got them all noted in case it comes up later. Maeve and Kalinar, what are you guys doing?
Really particularly have anything that could help in this situation and get. I'm just going to try and stay out of the way.
Okay.
This fire.
All I heard was the word fire.
How big? Yeah, fire. How big is it?
It's pretty confined to like the island in the middle of this restaurant. But if they are not able to put it out quickly, it is going to spread.
Right, and they shouldn't be throwing water on.
No, they should not. Yeah.
Do you know
Right.
that?
I probably would. Would I?
I don't know.
Cook with oil?
Do you cook with oil in any village?
Probably. I would think.
Yeah. Then by all means.
I would think I know that. Are there any like towels or like anything I could like smack it with?
Yeah. Every table has a massive tablecloth on it.
Oh God.
Okay. Can I try to be like, hey, stop putting water on that, and grab a tablecloth and try to like?
By all means, yeah. Give me persuasion if you would.
All right. +0. Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah. Well, let's. Well,
What do I roll?
Real dumb guys.
What do I roll?
What do you roll?
I have to be persuaded as well.
Well, usually I don't do persuasion checks against players, but if you'd like, you can roll. I don't even know. Let me see.
Wisdom.
Yeah, you can do wisdom saving if you'd like, or you can just choose to fail it. Whatever you want to do, you can just be persuaded.
Yeah, I'll just be I'll just be persuaded.
Okay. Yeah. So you see all these guys who look like a bunch of frat guys that all look too similar to each other. Stop throwing the water on there as you approach. And then could you do again performance for me for putting out this fire?
Performance.
+0. 12. Consistent.
Mid as fuck.
So,
Yeah, you are able to between lots of attacks on this fire, like try and douse it out multiple times. It does eventually go down. You see the chef like wipe his head and put his little hat back on, and he goes, "Oh, thank you very much. We didn't really know how to deal with that. We haven't. Our folks are usually better around flame than that."
Were
Maeve will
you
probably-
using a type of cooking oil?
Yes, I mean we use oil in basically everything. Yeah,
Well,
but it's just that they're more experienced. So we had this new guy start the other day. He's not really living up to the expectation.
Well, in my village, when we cook with oil, usually if there's a fire like that, we'd put sand on it. So next time this happens, I would recommend putting sand on the fire before putting water on it.
That is noted. I will have to get a sandbag in here.
Perfect.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Wow. Again, thank you guys for your help. Have you eaten recently? We could give you a free meal. I can't offer much else in appreciation.
You guys are the worst. Someone fucking say something. I'm not.
I'm not
charismatic.
having this conversation.
Yeah, I didn't start talking to this guy.
I don't know. I would definitely. She would just look at Kinfeth like,
Kinfast has eaten a
seems-
good berry, which fills your stomach, and a slice of pizza.
It seems.
No,
that
I'll say,
I will take you up on that offer.
Uh huh.
and I would also nod like this.
All right, yeah. Bring anybody in your party. Also, the whole guests are welcome.
Oh, everyone?
No, not everyone here.
Hey,
Everybody who came with you. Everybody who came with you. Your family, friends.
Yes, I have friends. Let me go grab my friends from downstairs.
By all means, yeah. Again, thank you guys so much. Well, we'll see you shortly, I guess. Yeah.
And quick question about this fellow who started the fire.
Oh, yeah, sure. What about him?
We can take care of him if you don't want.
Oh, I don't
do
think.
anymore.
Look, he's a good kid. All right, we don't need to. He's fine. All right, he's new. That's all. You don't need to kill anybody. All right, I appreciate that.
All right, I'll go grab my friends and then I will leave.
All right. So, yeah, I guess you can go downstairs and then talk to who you want.
I will go and grab. Ren, are you near Ebenezer?
I've just been walking around. I don't know where I would be at this time. We could say I am if it's easier.
It would be. I would just go to Ebenezer
Sure.
first because I knew where he's been standing for the past 2 hours.
Ebenezer would not pass on free food.
Hello, you two. We have saved this building from being burnt down and have been offered free food as a reward if you'd care
Oh.
to join us.
Why, yes, I deserve this free meal. Totally.
Ren, how about you?
I'll follow.
Very nice. I mean, I tell you, this restaurant, this place itself is very expensive, but they don't even have a bag of sand to put out oil fires. I mean, what kind of place are they running here?
It isn't going to
Honestly.
be as good as Tony's Tacos.
Well, you weren't there when we went earlier, so how do you even really know that, Ebenezer?
I live.
He's,
You know, good point.
Anyway, I appreciate that. Have either of you seen Morgan? I don't know where they are.
I have not.
I haven't looked very hard, granted, but I haven't seen them.
Let's just chop it up to it's on him if he misses the meal.
Are we? Did I go down with you?
I presume that everyone stayed up there that was already up
Okay.
there.
If you didn't ask me to, I wouldn't have. So I'm still there.
cool. Does Morgan make himself known as his friends pass him on the stairs?
No.
All right.
Surprise. He has developed a form of Balak where he doesn't even have to roll for us to not know where the fuck he is.
Yeah.
You all make your way up there, excluding Morgan.
Specifically on purpose.
Ren, specifically as you enter here, you are used to finer things, and you're not really, so far from what it seems, a fan of the mortal world. But this place is a lot nicer than you would have expected. It is set with like gold cutlery, and the lighting is really well done, and you can see as all of the food comes out, it's on like these pristine porcelain and ornate plates that have like these like perfect portion sizes, and it looks more like what you would be used to serving a queen. But as you all enter, you are seated right at the island in this prestige sort of spot, and they say, look, anything your hearts can think of, we'll come up with it. Seriously, everything would be gone if not for a couple of you guys. So whatever meal you want, we'll cook it up.
Anything we can think of?
Pizza.
I was going to say the same.
Yeah, pizza.
I mean, we can do pizza. We can figure it out. It's not really on our usual span things. But like I said, we'll do it the best we can. So we get 4 counts of pizza then. And then Kaelinor and Ren, what will you ask for here?
I don't know that I would have participated in dinner. I
Okay.
think I would probably stayed outside to look around while everybody else was distracted.
Sure. Okay. Ren, then, what would you ask for?
Whatever the house recommends.
Very well. I'll make you my signature dish. They start getting to work, and at this time you see this boy, Lucky, coming back into the kitchen, still wiping soot off his apron. And you see he's like a paler kid, real scrawny looking. And he comes up and like immediately gets to work. And then like 30 seconds later, cuts himself trying to chop vegetables, and it's just like shit. Okay. He wraps it up, cleans it in a nearby sink, and then just goes back to work. And you can tell immediately he's inexperienced.
Damn.
Is he going to be making our pizza?
He's usually just on dish duty. I stepped him up to the cutting board today, and it's already going poorly. Lucky, get in the back room. Just you can't bleed on people's food, Lucky.
Wait, can we give some worldly advice to this young man?
He turns around, very Vesper style. Yeah, what can I do for you folks?
Don't suck.
Oh,
No.
yeah, well,
I do not say that. I would never. What does this guy fucking look like? He doesn't look familiar in any way, shape, form.
no, he doesn't look immediately familiar.
What kind of shoes is he wearing? Nike
You would have
SBs size
spotted his
6.
shoes leaving like pretty early in the crowd. They're just like black, like shoes you'd wear in a kitchen that are like
Non-slip.
non-stick, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-slip. Yeah,
That's the pan.
very specifically stick.
Yeah.
Very specifically stick.
Yeah, and then like pants that are like not quite all the way down to his ankles. Like he hasn't been able to get new ones in a while, and these kept getting taller.
High waters.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Kinferth will say to him, "A mistake today is a lesson for tomorrow, my friend. If you burn the place down and cut yourself today, don't do it tomorrow."
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. Thank you. No, yeah, okay. Can I go now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think we
see
should
him
release
rush
him from
into
his
the back
misery.
room, still holding his hand.
What's the
So
advice that was given? What would happen?
Don't cut yourself. Don't burn the place down tomorrow.
basically,
Pretty much it, yeah.
through
Good.
monk wisdom. So yeah, a little bit of time passes. Pizza comes out for the four of you, and then for Ren, it's just like this perfect like foam meringue with caviar on top, just drenched in like this like perfect like plum reduction over the top of it, and it's like enough that it's only probably 3 bites or so, but it is actually you can. Could you roll me another d20, please? Just a flat d20. Okay, so I'm gonna say to your palate, it's still surprisingly not up to task. It is very like the flavors are intense and they go together well, but they're just not what you're used to. Do you say anything to the chef about that?
I would just probably take a bite and then like pull back just a little bit and say, but not much more.
You see the chef looks thoroughly disappointed by that reaction. He seems almost hurt, but he just like kind of brushes it off and goes back to his work, amongst with the rest of them. The rest of you, when you all get your pizza, if you could please roll me a d20 with disadvantage. So just roll me 2, and whatever the lower is, let me know.
Hold on, I'm coming.
11.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. What am I rolling? Flat d20.
Yep, flat d20 with disadvantage. So roll me 2 and let me know what the lower is.
got
I
a
nat
9.
20. But 11.
How do I roll a base d20 with
Just roll
disadvantage?
2.
Just roll 2.
Gotcha. Oops, that's 1. Oh well, that can't get much worse than that.
It didn't roll for it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, there it is.
I rolled
Okay.
the DM. Sorry. I die of food poisoning.
So, Maeve, what was yours?
6.
What?
6.
6. Okay. Kinfast, what was yours?
9.
And Vesper?
11.
Okay. And Ebenezer?
1.
Okay. Vesper, you enjoy this pizza way more than Tony Tacos. Everybody else seems to think this is dog shit.
Guys, this pizza is dangerouser than Tony the Taco.
What does that mean?
I think this is where it's gonna happen.
What?
He's here. I can feel it.
This meal carries on for a little bit.
Wait, I want to
then-
go share my pizza with Kaelinor.
Okay. But Kaelan, are you outside the front here, or if you descended back to the main area?
So is this like situated where it's like kind of like got like a balcony around it, like where I can see down to the main floor from where I am, or is it a totally separate floor?
This is up on the 3rd floor, so it does not have a balcony up here. You'd have to go down 1 floor to be like where Morgan is overlooking everything.
I probably would have gone there.
Okay.
I would have told them that that's where I was going. Though
Cool.
I went, walked away.
Yeah. Following the meal, then Vesper walks down to Kaelinor to give him some pizza, and around the same time, you see a band loading in through the front door of the casino.
Eat this.
You see 3 women in super sequency, sparkly, like dresses, but they're like very old-timey performer type of look. And then you see a bunch of musicians carrying in their stuff, excluding the piano player, because the house does have a piano that it keeps there. Because how would that work? I don't know how you transport a piano around.
Electric.
Yeah,
Electric.
it's carrying an electric keyboard back now. Yeah, but you
It is
do
the
see them
future.
starting to load in.
It is the future.
20 years in the future of fantasy times.
Future.
But yeah, you see all these people loading in. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 musicians in total, plus the 3 singers. So you see 9 different musicians walking in here. Does anyone have anything they want to do as they see them come in? I suppose the rest of you can choose now if you'd like to leave the restaurant and also be a part of this, or if you have anything else you want to do up there, let me know.
I'll go down with the group.
Down with the ship.
Ebenezer would just go back to where he was standing or sitting.
Word. Then for I guess those who are here, how do you interact with this band? Are you looking for anything? Are you doing anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Is
Luther.
one of them the guy we're looking for?
Nobody looks like the guy you're looking for. No.
What kind of shoes are they wearing?
The 3 singers are wearing bright red heels, and the band are all wearing sort of black dress shoes.
Can I insight check somebody's vibe?
I guess the DC will be higher if you don't know the person, I would say. Who are you insight checking? And
The band.
Why does it
just
not
the
matter?
whole band?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and give me a broad insight check.
You got an 8.
Uh, with with an 8, you don't really get much here. They seem like they all like each other. They've been traveling together for a while. They had to kind of get close. A little like pod of a family type folks, but they that's about all you can get. Like they're being friendly, bantering back and forth. But you don't get like, hey, these guys seem evil or something like that.
I would like to kill them. I'm just kidding.
Should we go and try and talk to them? I will say to those who are gathered here.
Not all of us.
Maybe we shouldn't make ourselves known just in case.
I could. We can tell none of them appear to be blatantly the man we're looking for, but I could go attempt to detect magic if I was closer to them and see if there's any, like, illusion or anything going on. And if there's
Bingo.
not, we can go look somewhere else because obviously this is what we need.
But the
You
pizza was
see,
great.
Around that time, you see the owner that you talked to earlier walking up to the band, shaking hands with each one of them, including the performers, of course. Just like introducing himself, and you do get the response that like you can hear from even a distance. Oh, thank you for having us, Mr. Gallagher. And so you are able to pick up what his last name is at very least. But he's just like introducing everyone, being very cordial. And then he kind of walks like personally to the other side of the room, and you see him setting up the lights on the other side.
Unless I get any objections from anybody else, I'm gonna just throw my hood up and try to walk near the band.
Do it.
Get within approximately 30 feet of them.
Okay. Let's see. And what are you casting here?
Detect magic.
Okay, read me the exact wording of detect magic, if you would.
For the duration of 10 minutes, I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic this way, I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. So yes, you do. You cast a spell. You get it was any object or creature.
Correct.
There is a lot going on here.
Specifically, I can detect the school, and I'm looking for illusion.
Sure. Almost all of it is illusion.
Fantastic.
You see, like illusion has been cast on multiple cards throughout this place.
Oh,
You see, illusion has been cast on the stage itself to make it look nicer. I will hold for partner.
Sorry.
The stage has been illusory to look nicer than it really is. And you see multiple people around here are also making themselves look nicer than they are. For example, there's like 2 people at the high rollers table who you can tell are under illusions. You see one of the waitresses. You see a barkeep in the corner, and that you also see Henry Gallagher in illusion. Then you do see as well one of the band members in illusion.
Would I know which one?
You can't tell just yet, but because they're all just sort of standing around. You did see him carrying in a large base, though.
That is a more complex array of information than I was anticipating gathering. I will return to the group. I'll tell them one of the band members, as well as the club owner, have some sort of illusion magic on them, but I cannot discern specifically what it is or it's covering up. At least not without being a bit more aggressive than the public nature of the situation would allow. Do with that what you will.
Are we looking for a way to get people distracted? Or leave? Or get the band in a green room by themselves? Kill him and leave?
I like that plan.
Do we really think he would be traveling with a band if his goal is to like get to heaven and stuff? I mean, he can't play every
Who
piano.
wrote Stairway to Heaven?
I think Maeve makes a good point here.
What? We've committed too much time to this.
It doesn't seem to.
You're right, and I'm mad that you're right.
Perhaps we should go talk to the band in their green room. They may know another piano player by the name of Luther.
I am honestly suspicious of the owner, if anything. I don't know why, but maybe that's a bad instinct. I don't know.
Also, to answer your earlier question, Ryan, unfortunately, Lead Ornithopter is not he is a famous minstrel, but it's not here. So
What?
Led Zeppelin wrote "Stairway to Heaven." So Lead Ornithopter.
I see.
Yeah.
And they're not playing tonight. Okay. To the room that is green?
Wouldn't hurt to start there.
I don't know what we're doing.
Well,
We established
doing-
this
Doing something is better than doing nothing, I say.
in some cases.
Okay. So who is going to the green room and who's not? Give me that.
Ebenezer
hands
doesn't
again,
know what's
sorry.
going on. I don't think, because I'm not around.
Where are you?
For the sake of things, let's just say that everybody but Morgan was there because that will make this conversation easier going forward.
Sure.
Would you have added anything to the conversation if you knew you were there?
No, not particularly. I don't think.
Ren, Mr. Tactician, would you do anything?
No, I've kind of been in my own head for the last however long we've been down here since food.
Okay. So I guess then it was Vesper, Maeve, Kinfath, and who else was going to the green room?
Someone else, I hope. Oh my
Suppose.
gosh.
Caitlin was also going. Oh, yeah.
Ebenezer will follow suit.
Word. As you head that way, the band is still setting up, so they're not going to be in there just yet. Morgan, you have been in disguise for quite some time. Is there any goal that you would like to complete here? Is there anything you want to be doing? No?
Okay.
No, not really. I'm just gonna watch them. Maybe investigate if I have to.
Okay. We'll keep it there then.
So
The
do we
group
set
of
up
you?
a trap, or do we make this civil?
I think we make it civil.
The couch moves.
The couch moves.
Yes.
It has been decided the couch moves,
I
unless
think,
there are any objections.
I think it's more likely that this isn't the guy we're looking for, so we should try to not do anything crazy.
I
like,
agree.
Behind their couch.
I agree with that.
Amazing.
Kinfath is just gonna go walk up to the stage.
Walk up to the
Walk to
stage.
the
Okay.
stage.
Yeah.
Where all the musicians are now.
Yes.
What
Huh.
What do you say is your approach?
Hello, the minstrel and the boys.
You see a man holding a guitar turns around to you and is like, "Oh, hey, thanks for coming out to the show. We're gonna be getting started here soon, so be sure to find your seat. You know what I mean?"
Absolutely. I actually had a quick question for you
Did you?
or your piano player, if we
Oh.
could talk to them.
Yeah, Johnny, you got a second? And you see Johnny B kind of stands up. He was like setting some sheet music out on the piano stand there, and he comes back. He's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Hey there, Johnny. We here are a collection of private investigators, and
We all there?
we're looking into a.
I don't imagine you all walked up with him now.
We hear me.
We here are private investigators and are looking for any information that you may be able to provide to us about a man named Luther Kane.
No, I don't really know a Luther. I think my granddad had a friend who was named Luther, who they ran in the army together or something like that, but I don't know a Luther personally.
Is your grandfather still alive?
Oh no, yeah, no, he's super dead.
War.
Is there anyone else that may have been alive to fight alongside your grandfather in this Luther that he may or may not have known?
Yeah, I mean, talk to any elf in the army, they'll tell you.
All right, well, that's certainly a start. Thanks. And then he'll walk away.
Word. Great. Then is the green room situation still going on then for the rest of you?
Yeah, I imagine
fucking
we're
guess
just waiting, killing time.
Killing
All right.
time, killing
Kenfeth,
piano
do you go to the
players.
green room or do you go
Yeah.
with the
Hey,
Fey Boys?
I will go to the green room where my team is awaiting.
I would have
Okay.
asked which guy, by the way.
Ooh,
Which
guy?
Which guy you thought was using illusion magic, like specifically. So we're on the same page here.
Me?
Yes.
The bassist.
Sick, dope, nice. What's he look like? And all that.
I think what he appeared to look like.
Is he hot?
Was, he was a taller gentleman. A little. He's probably like a solid 8 feet tall. He does. He had like patches of, sort of like gray and black striped hair along his cheeks here. And his nose was sort of contorted forward. And you may not have interacted with a lot of these people before, you would probably guess he's half tabaxi.
Ah. Hit the back of the taxi.
The back of the taxi.
Okay, great. We wait
so
for him
he's
and we
got
kill
a
him.
lot of like feline features, but also looks pretty human at the same time. It's very strange.
Would you say he's a cool cat?
He's the coolest cat of them all.
Yeah.
Okay, we
I
kill him.
will- So, are you guys all just in the green room or around the green room?
I'm behind the couch
Apparently.
specifically.
I just imagine you like scooching it out like 6 inches and standing.
And
up really
yeah,
quick.
exactly. I'm not hiding. I'm trying to not make it look awkward, but hand on sword.
Chewbacca
Incredible.
thought that was funny.
I'm gonna walk into the green room.
Yeah.
Kinfath.
Hello, everyone.
Enters the
I have talked to the musicians. They do not know anyone named Luther, but their piano player
Wow.
did say that his grandfather used to fight in a war with him, and that if we talk to any elf in the army, they may know more information.
With him specifically, you got that information out of talking to him?
Well, I suppose I said, do you know anyone that would know a Luther that would still be alive? And he said, yes, go talk to the elves. So that is all the information I have.
You guys do know the population of the city, right? Like it's.
At least 6.
I think that we should come to the terms with the fact that we've been given an impossible task here, and I think if we were to spread out like I had originally talked about doing, we would at least increase our odds ever so slightly.
Ebenezer, do you think you could kill him on your own?
I would like to answer that.
Kaelinor.
If one of you guys think that you can kill him and want to tag along with me, by all means.
Yes, let's all tag along right here.
I think that's a good idea.
Kinfath is actually he's gonna slam the door shut purposefully, forcefully, and turn to the group and cross his arms. And he'll say, look, I understand that I do silly things, like losing all my money to those fancy people and throwing water on a fire that requires granulated material. But I have not heard or seen any actions or anything from anyone in this group to provide any type of forward momentum other than myself. I have no problem splitting up, but if we have nowhere to go, then what are we going to do? Last time I checked, I was the one that went and asked their piano player and provided any sort of a lead. So while I don't appreciate you saying that my information is not helpful, I don't appreciate you saying that my information was not helpful, and if you have any better options moving forward, then you tell me. But until then, I'm tired of bickering about what we're going to do and all of the pessimism that is present in this group.
Go off.
Kinfath, you're right.
Am I enjoying this concert as it's happening?
So they would first need to come into the green room before the concert starts, but it will start immediately after whatever goes on in there. So after this conversation happens, we'll do that, and then we'll go to the concert.
Sound check.
Listen, the scope of this situation right now, it's so
Mind-boggling, yes, Ebenezer.
there's no way to
The scale of what we're meant to be doing, what we've been asked to do, is immense.
I'm sure there is hundreds of Luthers in the city. If we just chase this one instance of a Luther, I mean, that could be a giant waste of time tracking that down.
Then what other options do you propose, Ebenezer?
I don't know. Other than splitting up
Stop
and
talking.
We could kill the
Kaelinor,
fairies.
I do not want to hear it from you either, Caitlinor. You have not done anything to provide a solution.
I'm not whining about not having a solution.
We could kill the fairies.
I don't think they have anything to do with this, unfortunately.
Well, specifically, they're the ones who threatened our lives with this task. So if we kill the fairies, then we don't have to do the task.
That makes a lot of sense.
Vesper, I will keep that in my back pocket. I think that is an option.
Are
further
you
down the
wearing
line.
pants?
It's a robe, yes.
In her pocket. Wow, I gotta give me one of those things. I talked to a hat earlier.
It has pockets.
I think that chasing our lead in the military is better than not chasing any lead at all. If we need to split up to cover more areas, and Ebenezer, you and Kaelinor and Vesper, you have insights as to where that information could be, then let's split into 2 groups. But we spent the whole day here, and albeit we've had shitty pizza, and I've
was-
lost all my money,
Whoa.
I'm not in a great spot right now. I would just like to see us moving forward in a productive way.
There are a few places I could check up on personally that I have obviously been avoiding entirely because of this situation that we're in. I guess.
Excellent.
I don't know if it will be fruitful, but
I don't-
it's the direction that I can go to seek information.
I do not know if my military thing will be useful, so as long as we're pursuing something that might be, that is what matters to me.
You all hear a knock on the door.
Whoa.
That scared the
Oh.
And it opens in that moment to you see a line of band members opening and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, are we in the wrong place?"
No, we are.
The room is green.
Yeah, it's the green room.
We were just leaving. Pardon us.
Okay, all right. And they sort of like scooch out of the way of the door. By all means.
Have a good performance.
Thank you.
After all that, are we just walking?
Ebenezer has never thought that these people would be the guy we're looking for, so he is. Yes, he's walking out immediately.
Good luck, Luther. Bye.
Um,
Hold on. Once.
a couple of them do turn towards you as you say that, and it's like, "Are you also part of the PIs?" Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah.
Yes, hello, this is the we that I was referring to earlier.
Gotcha. So I didn't know you guys were kind of having an investigation in here. We could have like given you guys some space for a little while, but no, it's
No, it's okay. While we have all of you here, though, is there anyone who knows a Luther Kane in this group? And I would like to watch all of their reactions.
Same. If I'm here for this, absolutely.
sure. Everybody, give me insight.
Before they've even answered.
Oh my god, I'm changing these dice.
Dude, my rolls have been shot
Insight,
tonight, dude.
insight,
Holy
insight.
crap.
Mine was a 10.
Good attempt.
No, the only thing that you catch on anyone is the piano player who's like, I mean, like I said, I don't know if his last name was Kane, but my granddad knew a Luther. Served in the Ashmere army a while back, so I mean, my granddad's dead. I don't know what Luther even was, so maybe he's still around.
It's better than nothing. What was your grandfather's name? Just so I can have it for my records.
Jebediah. Jebediah Ordain.
Which is it, Jebediah or Dane?
His last name is Ordain.
Are you trying to fuck with me?
I mean, that depends. What are you involved or?
We appreciate your guys' time. Thank you. And Ebenezer will try to get his group moving if they're willing.
Yes.
Can I history check that name?
Sure, if you like.
I have.
We're
you
gonna
know
call
every
this
name?
one DC 12.
21.
Yeah, you do find this name in you reach into your coat and pull out a book.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's a fantastic idea.
How else? Do you just know every name ever?
Guessing.
Oh, I just assumed this was.
Yeah.
Like, I
history
pulled the book
checking.
out of it.
Google.
Yeah, and you do find that it is surprisingly you are able to reach through your coat to your library, which
Interesting.
you are in a time fracture right now, and you're still able to do that. But you do pull out this book, and it is essentially an almanac of the people who have served in the military and their ranks and what they were. Jebediah was a lieutenant that served in the army like 30 years ago, and unfortunately died in a battle slain by a orc, and that was the end of his reign. But you also see in that same platoon Luther Kane.
I would like to hold on to that information. I don't know if I was pulling that out as we were standing in front of the band members in their door, but leave the room and then present that information and share it with the group.
Well, then we have a lead.
Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
How do we pursue this lead?
Quickly.
Uh,
Oh, you had a
Ebenezer-
location. Didn't he tell you somewhere to go?
Elves.
Go to talk to the army was the
Army?
direction
okay.
he gave us. Ebenezer, surely there's a military something here in the city. Would you have any idea where that would be, or who we could talk to discover that information?
You would know the barracks is housed essentially on the royal grounds and where the main castle is, right in the center.
Towards the center of the city.
Okay, then once we... Ren, are you with us, question mark? Outside of character?
Nope.
Okay. Once we reconvene with Morgan and Ren, we can fill them in on a plan. And if we still feel as though we need to split up as a group, then we will decide when we are all together. Let's go find Ren.
I'm
and
astounded that we
Morgan.
found something. I mean, that's great.
I am
The
too.
odds in our favor today, I suppose.
Indeed.
At least this entire time wasn't wasted. Is that you putting the couch back?
Yes.
As you all exit the room, the piano player does say to Vesper, like, are you a call boy, or like, what do you mean by do you want to fuck with me? What's the
He grows a flower and puts it in his hair, his hair over his ear. I have no
He goes-
idea what that means, and he leaves.
You see on his reaction, like he's flushed. As you leave. So yeah, you all go back out to find Ren and anybody else who stayed out there in the front. Do you? I guess you all fill him in on what you found.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Cocaine.
Morgan. Now I
messaged
have to ask
Ren.
you.
I message Ren and ask if anything's happened.
Okay.
I would just relay what I learned.
All right, I'm gonna leave out the window I came in.
I like it. Make me athletics check on the way back down, if you would.
Do that. 7, 8.
With an 8, you get down like one of the floors, and then on the second floor, the pipe that was tied around the rope breaks, and so you fall down. I'm gonna
cast Featherfall as that's happening.
amazing. So you don't take any damage at all. A little bit unexpected, but very quick in his mind is able to catch class Featherfall and land gracefully.
Is there anybody in the alley with me?
You do see the bouncers at the back door notice you land, but they're like, he's already out. What do we? I don't have to stop anyone from leaving.
I'm
We
gonna
just-
shape
alright.
change back into my normal self as they're looking at me.
Word.
then walk away.
They both go. Yeah, all right. It's like, whatever, not my business. Don't get paid enough for all that. And you're able to freely walk away. So with that in mind, everybody has been caught up to speed on this plan. You see the band come out, and I'm gonna actually play a song that the band plays to play us out for the evening, if that is okay with all of you
Please.
guys.
Heck yeah. Better
Just
be
gonna have
Jingle
to
Bells.
Skip Zolrog. Play next. Not brother. Hold on.
Brothers all raw, dude. In his name.
Is it not playing?
No.
I don't hear.
anything.
Zolrog. What do?
A corner appears as there's no one peeking out from behind it with a boombox.
If it's not Mr. Brightside, I'm gonna be upset.
What's happened? We gotta go save him. Oh, Rog needs our help.
We don't know who the fuck that bitch is.
Ebenezer would like to Misty Step to hell.
There it is.
Let's go. I think I know who this group is, Foster.
Electric Swing Circus.
Ah, I do not know who this group is.
It's the boys and the other guys.
The Mitchells and the Boys. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
During their performance, you see a lot of the people here really getting into it. You also specifically notice Henry Gallagher still adjusting the ropes for the lights. Beautiful! Beautiful! And after we play this out, that's going to be where we end this for tonight.
Hmm.
Can I insight check that guy?
Yeah, we'll do it after this.
Swinging. Swinging. Yeah,
Yeah.
swinging.
Can you post that in music, Foster?
Sure.
Goodbye, Father Orog.
Goodbye, Elrond.
Thank you.
Yeah, last thing we'll do, go ahead and roll with me that insight if you'd like. What are you trying to judge about him?
I don't trust him.
All right.
I rolled a 12 though.
Seems like shady character for sure, a real scummy guy, but you're not exactly sure why.
Mm,
Did you say we saw that, Foster, as a group collectively?
Yeah, like as you were leaving, you certainly see him just like praising them and saying that specifically. Yeah.
oh, could I also exchange that chip for gold before I run out?
Oh yeah, by all means. Any chips that are left over, you can turn those in.
My 50
Any?
pieces, 5 gold, right?
Nope. Yep, 50 pieces of silver,
Which is 5 gold.
5 gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we did eat at Tony Tacos, do we level up?
No.
That's
I
fucking
think
bullshit.
that the ridiculous level of shenanigans and indecision that happened today
We should level down.
warrants a level up.
We level down.
All
Shut
of the
up.
nothingness that went on in that
Yeah.
casino definitely does.
The pizza trip was definitely unnecessary.
Maybe.
We would have just let the hotel burn down, the casino burn down.
No, not that pizza trip. The first pizza trip where we waited in line.
I agree,
the guy who
completely
brought us there right
unnecessary.
away.
The second one was way better.
Sure.
No.
No one was saying anything or where to start, so I thought I'd throw something in there and see what
Okay.
would
Yeah.
happen.
I have a
think-
question.
I think both events today will be relevant at some point. So I think no time was wasted. Especially like seeing Charlie there for Ebenezer, that's big. And just all of the information gained from the casino was good too. What was your question?
I was just gonna ask him what he thought we were gonna find at the pizza place.
Pizza.
Yes, same thing you try to find at a casino, right? Just
That's
ask
fair.
people.
Yeah, also food.
Awesome.